Hey Siri, how far is Sheffield, England from me?
4,262 miles as the crow flies.
Wow.
We are 4,262 miles away from each other right now. Isn't technology great?
It's fantastic.
It is. This is what I love, man. I love technology. I love where we're going, you know?
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 148 of Guardian Downcast, a Destiny podcast. If you love to play the game Destiny 2, then you've come to the right place. We're a couple of gamer dads that have played Destiny since that day one release back in 2014, and we're just as passionate about it today as we were back then. We share the stories of Destiny content creators and community members, and also discuss key topics and news within the game and the community. We're the show that asks, you getting excited for the next season of Destiny 2? I'm your resident Gen Xer, the Gatr, and my millennial co-host Hazel is here as well. Hey man, how you been?
Hey, my week was pretty good, actually. My wife went on a trip, a girls' trip, with just her and her friends, and
Ooh.
I had the little one with me. So I had a 6-year-old, and it was a dad and ad time. So we went and saw Sonic 2. That was fun. Yeah. First movie I've been to, I want to say in forever, it seems.
How did it feel going into the theater after a long time?
Really, really weird. Really, really weird. Yeah. And she was like, she didn't even remember the last time she's been into a movie.
Really?
So,
wow.
Yeah. But that was either Toy Story 4 or Frozen 2. It was one of those two, whichever one.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, that's a while back.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. But yeah, we had fun. Ice cream, all the things that, that dads can get away with when mom's not around. So, yeah. But besides that, she got sick again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. She spent all night throwing up Thursday night.
Oh, joy.
Until about 11, 12 o'clock. So she threw up for basically 3 hours.
Wow.
And I was I was just upset and everything else. And I'm just like, come on. I was like, again with this bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the next morning she woke up and she basically did a cartwheel and was like, I'm feeling good. Let's go to school.
Kids, they bounce back from everything.
I'm like, what?
Who is this girl?
What is this magic that you have?
I want some of it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. But, so now it's, Saturday and she's cartwheeling around here and everything else. So,
wow.
How about you, man? How's your week?
Yeah, it's been a busy week. I swear I think Florida's next to the sun. It was so hot and humid this week. It was just, there's usually 2 or 3 weeks before the summer rolls in here in Florida that you just have to your body tries to adapt to the heat and the humidity so bad outside. And there's about 2 or 3 weeks where you just get home and you're exhausted. So I've probably been a little light in the Discord community this week because I come home and I drink like a fish because I'm dehydrated because I sweat everything out. And then that's unpleasant. And then, you take a little nap, I'm in the AC. I'm just going to close my eyes for 10 minutes here. So yeah, it's been busy. It's been a busy week, which is good. It's good for business.
Yeah, usually I drink like a fish on podcast time. But,
no.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, I was just going to say we're recording on a Saturday morning, and I guess this is how No One Respawns in Real Life and Parody feel now when they do Two Titans and a Hunter podcast, our sister podcast around the bend. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, the reason we are doing a Saturday recording is because we have a long-time member and supporter of our show and our community that is talking with us all the way from across the pond. 4,300 miles across, in fact, I just found out. Introducing the gamer known as Mr. Monkey. How are you today, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very good, very good. I'm chipper this morning. I've had my 2 cups I'm ready to go. Sorry.
I hate my life.
Well, All right, here's what we got lined up on the show tonight, guys. I always say tonight. Sorry, that's a habit. First, we're going to talk with Mr. Monkey. We're going to hear about him, his gaming story, and his Destiny journey. Next, he's going to test his Twitch reflexes in our special fast-fire question and answer segment we call the Speed Run. Hazel will go over this week at Bungie for the 13th and final week of Season of the Risen. And hopefully, we'll find out what the next season of Destiny 2 will bring us. And before we go, as is our tradition, we'll answer some community questions and add 2 songs each to our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. All right, boys, let's do it. Thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast. Or you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you. Or just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all the contact info and where else to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser. Man, don't or me. Hey, Guardians, while you're at it, follow our Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. We post those links in our show description every week. So check us out, and later, Guardian. Toddles! Well, good afternoon, I should say, Mr. Monkey. From your accent, I'm guessing you're not from the States.
No.
So where are you from?
I'm from Sheffield in England, which is in South Yorkshire.
That would be the home of Def Leppard, if I'm correct?
And the Arctic Monkeys and ABC and Human League.
Wow. Crazy. That's awesome.
What do you got in music over there? What's in the water?
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Haha.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I found out today that today is International Tea Day. Did you know that?
I didn't, but I'm sure that I'll get some questions about tea because I know Kingsley's obsessed by tea.
Oh, he is. Okay. Very good. Very good.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, Mr. Monkey, what would you say you do for a living?
So I work for a communications company in telecoms, and I'm a program manager working with currently a London borough rolling out fibre broadband to their apartment blocks.
Well, you got to know. I got to ask you. Are you on fibre?
I am not.
Oh, you need to talk to.
I wish I was, but no. A lot of the UK is covered by basically a copper network that dates back to pre-war.
Oh,
so it's mainly because we're quite a small geographic island.
Yeah.
So copper's been okay, but it doesn't work that great going forwards.
One thing I loved about England was it didn't take long to get to anything. It was like the state of Florida almost. I mean, it was just a few hours drive to Stonehenge. I was like, Stonehenge is just 2 or 3 hours away? Really? Let's do it.
Yeah, you can get across pretty much the whole of the UK in about 6 or 8 hours.
And every city is like its own world. It's crazy. We went to every city had its own personality, had its own little quirk about it. It was just something different about every city you go to. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain, but it just had every city had its own I don't know, energy. I can't. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I think what's really different over here is that because we are really geographically short, there is a big difference in between where I live and Mo lives, but we're only about an hour apart. Nice. Whereas I guess in the States, if you travel an hour, you're not going to see that massive difference.
Very nice.
Okay. So one of our standard questions for you, sir, is what was your earliest video game memory? Or one of your memories?
So I think it's already been established that I'm quite old, not as old as Gatr, but I'm quite old.
Oh, whoa. Come on.
Yeah.
No ageism
dusty.
here, please. No ageism.
I'm pretty close in age to Gatr. So I got a BBC B in the early 80s, and my mum and dad bought it for me because it was branded BBC, so it was seen as educational. So I got into gaming probably in 1982 when I was about 8.
Okay.
And then from then, I've had pretty much... So from BBC, I went into Amiga and then into PC. And then because I got fed up of creating boot discs for every PC game...
Oh, I remember those things.
Moved into consoles because it was so much easier. So SNES, what you'd call Genesis, we call Mega Drive over here, and then into PlayStation, pretty much every console I've been a part of. I've been gaming since I was about 8, I think.
So you played computer games before computer gaming was even cool.
Yeah. I remember playing Elite in 1984, trying to land the spaceship into the spinning thing. It was really hard.
Wow, that's crazy, man. TRS-80.
Wow.
That was my first computer. The Radio Shack. I don't know if you had those over there, but Radio Shack TRS-80.
No, we had Tandy, which was
same thing. Made by Tandy.
Yeah,
it was made by Tandy. Now you started off with the green digital screens, like the black and green screens.
We had black and white. So
okay.
Yeah, it was comparable.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
So I'm used to playing. When I first started, I was used to playing games on tape.
Gosh,
which I think will alienate quite a lot of your audience who won't know what tapes are. Although I think they're making a hipster re-emergence, so maybe they will.
Yeah, just like vinyl.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want tapes to come back. They were such a pain in the ass. They'd always get caught.
Yeah, you had to rewind and everything.
It was just not only that,
or
Hazel,
put a pencil in them when they despooled.
But if you didn't pinch your rollers in the there's their title, pinch the rollers.
Pinch your rollers.
There's rollers in the tape deck. You had to pinch them every now and then because they get corroded or they get caked with crap on them. If you didn't pinch them quite often, it would
pinch your rollers.
Yeah, pinch your rollers. Hey, I know Mr. Monkey knows what I'm talking about. You had to.
I do not.
What?
Unfortunately,
you don't know what I mean by pinch the rollers.
No, you never had to pinch the rollers, man.
You put a pencil in the wheel and just turned it.
No, I know that, but I was talking about not the tape, but the actual player. The little rubber wheels that would come up to drive the cassettes. Those would get caked with crap every now and then, and you had to kind of clean.
I never did that.
Okay.
No, I'm with you on this, Hazel.
Oh, you guys are teaming up early.
We had quality stuff. We had quality stuff
was that
when
what it
we
was?
had it.
Onkyo's not quality. Okay. All right.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Did your bright yellow Walkman get good?
Don't talk about my bright. You know, I still got my Discman. I don't have my. You know what? I might still have my cassette Walkman. I know I have my little radio Walkman. Oh man, I'm not ever getting rid of those.
Oh my God.
All right. Sorry. Where were we?
Yeah. Sorry, that was a trip down memory lane there.
Sorry.
So thank you for sharing your earliest moment in video games there, or some of your earliest moments. That's really cool to hear. How did you find Destiny?
So I used to, because I'm old, I used to read PlayStation magazines almost sort of religiously, and I remember them talking about a game coming out. I'd never played Halo at all, and I remember them talking about Destiny coming out, and they described it as being a sort of first-person shooter with public bubbles and private bubbles, and you could go into areas where other people were doing stuff, and it sounded really, really cool. So I downloaded the alpha, played that, really loved it, and been playing pretty much ever since.
Very nice, man. Well, let me ask you this. Give us one of your favorite moments from Destiny when you first played, or maybe later. You remember one?
I know it's a really trite answer, but I think it's like that first opening thing where you go in the Cosmodrome and you see the Archon come out through the massive vent.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you pretty much shit yourself. That was such a cool moment. And I think the other bit was being on patrol in Venus and seeing people trying to open the vault of glass, and you could jump in and help them.
Yes.
And that was such a nice feeling to be able to help people out who were doing something else.
I miss that.
Yeah, hashtag Bungie bring back Venus.
Yeah, I completely agree. Venus was my favorite planet by a country mile.
I spent so much time on that planet. I love that place. Just love all the greenery. You know, I know EDZ has greenery and stuff too, but when it's foreign greenery, it's just different. And then you'd look up and the raindrops or acid rain or whatever it was, you could see it on your goggles, on your face shield, so realistic.
EDZ, I've got an issue with EDZ. It's not as, there's something about it that's not satisfying as Venus. I think going into the Ishtar collective area on Venus was such a nice patrol zone, and Venus is such a better area than EDZ. EDZ is a bit meh for me, if I'm being really honest.
Mm-hmm. I still remember that first zone when you first loaded into Venus. And it was like this completely foreign environment to you and everything else. And it was like a mission and everything. And the ads were just brutal.
Remember, you had to, you couldn't even get to the main areas until you drove your Sparrow a little ways down a path. Remember that?
Well, no, that was different. I'm talking about when you first loaded in and like you had to you had those cars in front of you that you had to jump over or go between.
Oh, we're talking about Venus still. Sorry. Yeah, the EDZ. I got
we are, aren't we? No, I'm talking about Venus and D1.
Okay.
Gatr doesn't remember.
My memory's a little.
I think the nice thing about Venus was it was alien enough to feel alien, but had some roots in kind of current architecture. I think EDZ doesn't have that charm.
I loved how they had the Braytech College right there, like where you could see where they tried to colonize that planet, and then I guess you get there when everyone's already gone, and the aliens have taken back over the. It's just a great idea. What a great imagination to come up with a planet like that with that kind of setting,
Yeah, bring back Venus, please.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm willing to go with that group. Yeah, the thing I didn't like about Venus, though, was when you were doing that one strike on Nightfall, and if ever you got unlucky enough to load into it, and it was like the forces were going against each other.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of that area that you had to get into.
Right, and you had to fight through
I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, you had to fight through that to get in.
So, yeah, that was awesome.
Wow. Well, hey, Mr. Monkey, it's one of our signature questions. Dude, why game? What is it about video gaming as a hobby that you enjoy so much?
I think it's just really nice to take it out of your not comfort zone, but just take you out of your brain, just so you can relax and you don't need to think about what's going on in your day-to-day life or kids or what your wife's nagging you on about. It's just a nice break.
I hear you.
Yeah. You can get nagged at by Kingsley or Gatr. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Gatr never nags me.
I don't know.
It's normally me nagging him.
Probably.
Do your job.
Normally during exhibition.
Do your job. Really?
Do not bang into me during exhibition. Do not bang into me during exhibition.
Oh no! What?
That sounds legit right there.
The hate.
I need a cleanse.
I'm sorry.
Gatr, guardian down.
No. The best part is when we're doing exhibition in the Valve Disciple Raid, and you're carrying the Blight, and I'm carrying the Aegis to clean people, and we jump in the air at the same time. We hit each other in midair. We've done that more than once, and we both fall.
I think it's about 3 times.
It's crazy, man.
And in my head, I always think, fucking Gatr. And I'm sure you're thinking exactly the
I'm
same.
like, Mr. Monkey's coming. I know he's going to be coming here around the bend soon. I got to just pause for a second here. Let him pass. Yeah. All right.
I think I amazed Gatr that one time that we played Vow together, and we were in that encounter, and we were both jumping at each other, and I was on Hunter, and I just kind of jumped over him, and he had the nut, or not the nut, but I think he was taken, or nut maybe, I don't know.
That might have been Blight.
But I jumped over him, and I cleansed him as I was.
Yes, I remember. That was impressive.
And he was just like, wow, like you can do that? And
I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to be stationary to use that, but no, I was impressed. Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, so let's get into our weeks right now. So what have you been doing in Destiny, Mr. Monkey?
Not a lot, really. I've got a real apathy towards seasonal events. I find them super boring. So, and also, I feel a little bit burnt out by this point of the season, just because when Witch Queen launched, I played a crap ton. Running up to the raid, I played a lot. Guardian games just doesn't do it for me, if I'm being really honest.
Yeah, but
that's all we ask is you to be honest. So
I'm not really playing loads. Comparatively for me, I'm still playing every day, but
but it's just more minor stuff, right? Just like
I'm just dipping. I'm dipping in and out. I'm playing maybe a couple of hours a day, whereas I normally play a lot more.
Well, can you imagine?
Are you playing anything else?
Yeah,
I'm just curious. Are you playing anything else right now?
Not really. I'm more watching TV and stuff with my wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything good there?
I know I'm really, really late to the party, but we just started watching The American Office, so we're just coming to the end of Series 7.
Okay, that's great. It's a great show.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And although it's heading towards divorce, my wife started watching Ozark without me, and I'm a bit pissed off about it.
Oh no!
Oh no! Don't do it.
And it's a bone of contention. We started watching Ozark together, and we just didn't get on with it. And now it's almost like she's cheating on me with Ozark. She started watching it on the side, and now she's on the final series. I think she's on episode 9 or 10. She's probably watching it now while we're recording because I've told her to stay out of my way. And I really, really hate it. I've muted the Ozark spoiler channel because of this, and it is a massive bone of contention in our house right now.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm sorry to hear that.
I would be divorced if I didn't finish Ozark without my wife. That's definitely
yeah. She started it and has nearly finished it without me. But yeah, we're watching The American Office at the minute and really loving it.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. It is really good.
If I get through this podcast without using the phrase "that's what she said," I'll be really impressed.
That's a great part of it.
That's impossible because Gator's here. So,
huh? What?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you, Hazel. What have you been doing this week in Destiny, man? I'm just curious.
Not much, really. I've just, again, I mean, like Monkey said, I can't second it enough. I mean, I don't really enjoy seasonal events. So, like Guardian games, I mean, I went hard for a little bit there. Just to see if I could see if I could help out my Titans, that kind of thing. And once it was clear that Warlocks were destined to win, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I went ahead and, just kind of became a lot more casual with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I, pretty much, we did, scrims on Monday. I want to say it was Monday.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Or no, wait. No, what was Wednesday?
It was Wednesday this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The scrims were fantastic. We had, it was Nips, Jealous.
You don't forget Monkey.
Hammer. Yeah. Monkey, of course. He's a mainstay. We had Briggs and Toast.
Nice.
We had, I want to say 12 people. Yeah. We had 12 people.
Great.
So we had two groups, running, and it was fantastic. It was Slammin'. It was Cloud. Oh man. And I'll tell you this. Cloud has become
Priceless?
I don't know. She's Priceless Cloud. She's become like a PvP savant. She killed me with she hit me with a wombo combo, and then she finished me off with Shatter Dive.
Oh my!
And
gosh.
I'm like, what is this?
You know, my favorite part is when she gets more kills than her dad, and she has to gloat about it.
Or when she kills her dad, and then she just laughs maniacally, like,
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's just,
that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it was really fun. Oh, we had Davis too. He voiced his opinions about us making Burning Wing a mod. He voiced them. He was pretty loud and proud about those. I think we need to have him on. He said
days.
He said he really likes having Burning Wing as a mod, though. Deep down, he feels that way, and he appreciates the name changes, especially the new one about how to eat a steak. So so he appreciated that. He said he eats his steak well done. So
nice.
Yeah. It was heartwarming.
Yeah, it's
yeah. Well, besides that, real quick here. After that, it was Metal and Rodimus. Oh, he was also in Scrims, by the way.
Oh, Rodimus. Okay.
In case anyone doesn't know, I'm not looking at a list of who is in there, or else I would have known everybody who's in there. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. It was by accident. But Rodimus, Metal, Giles, and I, we went into the GM, the Scarlet Keep, and we made it to the boss room, and then the wheels fell off. So, yeah. But Metal has a taste now for it. He's like, I want to do GMs like all the time now. So
he's got the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, exactly. It's good Kool-Aid. It tastes fantastic.
Yeah, I had a great time.
So what about you?
Yeah. For me, it's, it has been a light week. I had two goals with Guardian Games. One, I wanted the tankard. That's been ordered. Got my 2 torches lit, platinum torches lit. I've ordered it. I only need to wait 6 to 8 months to get it. No big deal. I'm a patient man. And the second thing was I wanted the 10% emblem. And I think it was Meta Giles, and
Metal Giles.
Metal Giles. It's not Meta? Metal. My bad.
No,
yes,
it's Metal.
Giles. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he laughs every time you mispronounce his name.
So
he told me that.
I'm terrible at names, man. I'm so bad at names. But and also Zebrak. We us three every weekend we get together and knock out the 10% score, which is about 280,000 plus on the competitive Guardian Games playlist. But other than that, I've really not done much at all. I almost kind of want to just take a break from Destiny this week, other than what I need to do, like I just mentioned, because I want it to be fresh next week. I want the new season kicking in. I want to just be fresh to the game. I don't want to be too burnt out. So yeah.
I don't think you're going to have a choice. I think it's going to be fresh no matter what. So
I tell you what, I know
we'll get into it though.
Yeah, we will. And we talked about shows. I just want to mention something. There's a brand new documentary on HBO now about George Carlin. It has 2 parts and it's 2 hours each.
Ooh.
It's a 4-hour documentary. And I watched the beginning of it this morning, and then my wife found out and says, no, we're watching this together. I'm like, okay, all right. So I just want to mention that. Just came out
I love George Carlin.
Oh, he's great. It talks about his life and why he kind of the way he turned out, So I won't spoil anything, but
nice.
I just want to throw that out there. Yeah. That it was a great show.
Yeah, well, real quick, just for our anime fans out there, Gatr loves his anime. That's why we gave him a channel in our Discord. I am caught up on Spy X Family. So, yeah, it is super fun. The little girl, she's a telepath, and the 2 parents one of them is an assassin and the other is a spy. So, and they don't know that. So only the daughter knows, and she's trying to help them out do stuff, and it's really a fun show.
Actually, I know that show.
Kind of heartwarming.
I know.
You fucking liar!
No, I swear to God.
Don't you start with me?
No.
Don't you start with me?
I actually researched anime because I have my own channel.
No, you did not.
I actually did some Googling. I did some Googling. I found out what the top shows are.
You are such a liar.
I did. It does sound familiar. This was it Spy Family?
Never
mind. All right.
Such a liar.
So back to Mr. Monkey. Mr. Monkey.
I'm just leaving you two to argue.
No, it's okay. We're good. We're good.
Words cannot describe how disappointed I am right now and heartbroken.
I'm sorry.
Let's go on.
It's hard to watch. I wanted to ask you this. This is more of a specific question for you. Do you remember the first day you joined our Discord? We had a little feature we were using in our Discord where you can actually pull back your first post.
So I'd ask Kingsley because I knew you were going to ask me something around this. So I joined your Discord in March 2020.
Okay, so you joined about 8 months after we started our Discord. That's still like
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm still surprised anybody ever joined our Discord.
I'm surprised they're still here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my surprise.
They're not here for the anime content, I can tell you that.
Yeah. I was just curious if you remember that first day, but
it's really cool.
It is neat.
Yeah, I'd ask Kingsley just because I wanted to know how I got into Destiny, or got into the community anyway. Mm-hmm. And that was more around me joining TGH and then finding you guys through that.
Nice. Well, we all kind of know of each other. All our communities, we're kind of
it is pretty much a shared community.
Yeah, it is.
At this point.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's the Owl Sector Alliance. We kind of nicknamed it that, so it's kind of nice. We all are all together. All right. What else we got here, Hazel? What else we got to ask Mr. Mike before we move on?
Yeah. All right. So according to the show notes here, which is your favorite Discord? No, I'm just kidding.
ABTGH.
Represent.
Not as chaotic.
Yeah, we do have some newfound chaos in there, but I'll tell you this: it's funny to see who's enjoying the chaos now. I saw Ronan in there enjoying our chaos. Laz is in there. Mm-hmm. I saw Sakarogi. I'm like, look at this! The chaos is expanding. I like this. This is fun.
I can't say anything about Laz for legal reasons.
Smart man. Oh, and congrats to Soccer, the newlywed Soccer.
Yes, the newlywed and the new graduate as well.
Man, graduated all in 1 week, right?
Soccer's probably my oldest friend in the Discord.
He's good people.
Yes, very good. He
got me Whisper on the first time.
Say it again?
Yeah.
He got me Whisper for the first time.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Okay. Very nice.
That's the sniper rifle Gatr.
I know what the Whisper is. I ran that thing so many times. That jumping puzzle, I died.
And Outbreak also went back to back.
Oh, that's a memory I don't want to remember. The Outbreak was fun, but that was a tough one too. That was tough.
I will never forget watching Gatr and Jealous and Sin run the Outbreak for the what was Catalyst. The Catalyst. That was amazing. I had never laughed so hard in my life, stressful. And Gatr was so angry.
I hate time stuff. Quit putting timers in the game. Let us just figure out how
I've never seen Angry Gatr.
Give us the chessboard and let us, in our time, figure out the moves to get through it. Don't put a damn clock on it. I hate that.
Oh,
I don't want to play speed chess. I want to play chess. All right. I'm sorry. Let's see. What else?
Give us everything timed. That's what I want.
No.
It's just
and give us a good reward. Oh no, that's a question. That's a speedrun question.
We got enough time stuff in real life. Got to be here at this time and that time. When I'm chilling and escaping the world, I don't want a damn time.
Moving on.
Okay.
Moving on. So, okay. So, Mr. Monkey, next question for you here. What is one thing you really love about Discord as a whole?
I think it's about connecting with people across the world, because obviously I'm in a minority where I am, and it's really nice to be able to connect with people over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the States, you mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, another question we had, more specifically to you, because you're a diehard Destiny player like me, is what is your number one thing or activity you do in Destiny without fail? I mean, daily engagement, what's the one thing you do without fail?
Dare I say it? Bounties.
Yes! That was the next question.
Why?
Do you do
I'm
bounties,
curious.
wink face? Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? You're playing.
Why not? Why
That's
not?
my
It's not an
question
answer.
back to you, Hazel. Why not? So you're going to play Gambit, which I know is your favourite mode.
Oh,
Why
yes.
would you
Yes.
not pick up bounties and do them passively in the background?
Because they're not passive.
But they are. Most of them are.
Most.
Most.
Let's be fair. Most of them are. I don't want to run around with a shotgun if I don't have to.
Yeah, but
But
you don't pick up the shotgun bounty, you pick up the others.
like bank modes.
Why would you not do them? Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it. That's the thing,
But-
is
but
that I
why
just don't
would-
like being told what to do. That's
But
my
why?
thing.
But why would you not do them passive in the background?
So, okay, I
Hold on,
may
hold
or
on.
may
I'm going
not
to get
be
my
on the
popcorn.
game right
Go ahead.
So I may or may not be on the game right now.
Uh-huh.
While Gatr gets his popcorn, I am on my way to Drifter. I'm actually surprised I know where this guy still is.
Mhm.
So let's take a look here.
I feel in the game
Right.
you can get a Gambit match smashed out during this, but
So complete a Gambit match, defeat enemies in Gambit, defeat primevals, defeat targets in Gambit by weakening them with Void, defeat Guardians.
so why would you not pick those up?
For basically a couple of reasons. So one is because I don't really want to. I don't want to have to either one, pull up the app and pull this up, or I don't like the fact that I can do all these bounties and it means absolutely nothing to my Gambit rank.
Yeah, but it moves the bar.
I agree with
bar.
the second point because it should be tied to a,
Yes. Just
it
like the
should be
throne
tied
world.
to 100%.
And I've already finished my season pass, so I don't need any more XP.
Yeah, but what about your pass bar where the drifter is? There's lots of stuff to get there.
But I don't get anything
and
for that.
also, would you not want to get the engrams, which might have cosmetics that you've missed or bright dust?
Nah, I don't really care about those things.
Mr. Monkey, you're my favorite person right now.
But I'm gonna die on this hill. I can feel
Okay.
it.
I'm
But
with you. Where's the flag?
in terms of legendary shards and bright dust
Oh,
and all the other currencies,
no. Uh-huh.
Beep.
I've got a ridiculous amount of them
I bet you do.
because I do all the bounties.
But you don't get them from every bounty, though.
No, but over the season, you get a stupid amount of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I guess that's just my thing is, I mean, I just don't get it. You know, it's like, I mean, once I hit my max, I'm done doing them. What's your season pass? Like, where are you at on the season pass now?
500 and something. 550, somewhere
Nikes.
like that.
I just hit 300.
It took me like 6 months to get there.
Oof.
Like last year during arrivals. I'm at 207 and I have done minimal bounties. Like, I mean, like if I haven't been told to do a bounty, then I didn't.
All right, so you're at
I've even
207.
slacked on the, I'm 207. So I've doubled the season pass. So
You know what the difference between
Yeah.
207 and 307 is, or 300 is? 20 engrams from Eververse. Every five levels you get an engram. Well, it's cosmetic stuff that you have to buy anyway,
But
if you want it.
But you're not getting anything good cosmetically from that. You're getting a ship.
but
You're getting
but you're getting
engram.
bright dust. So
get
what's
bright
your
dust.
bright dust level?
Yeah, you get bright test.
my
Sometimes.
bright dust is at 3,400 because I just spent some.
Yeah.
Do I want to say what mine is?
Yeah, say
Sure.
it. Oh, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess.
173.
173.
1,000? Holy
Yep.
heel.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Yeah. What do you spend it on?
Nothing. And that's why Sin gets really pissed off with me. But
See,
that's why I do it.
Well,
Yeah.
you may run across that ship that cost 173,000 bright dust. You just never know.
no, he won't have that opportunity now in the future. But I'm not going to go. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Look, yeah.
What about you,
Talk about
Gatr?
that later.
Yeah. What about you, Gatr?
What's my number? Oh,
Yeah.
I spend bright dust as soon as I usually find something I want that's in the seasonal bright dust bar, either for the week or, I know I bought for 6,000 bright dust. I just bought the Warlock set for the Guardian games for this year. I love the Guardian games glowing ornaments, I should say. They're not armor, it's ornaments. And I got the photo finish shader, which makes it change colors. It's really, really cool.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know. I think I'm at, hold on. I got dim here. Currently, I have 3,405, but I spend it. I use it. So I like you. I know you're a collector, Hazel. I know why you spend it, but if I see something I like, it's kind of cool that, I'll just buy it. If I see it, I buy it. If I get the money for it.
Yeah. I'm really selective when it comes to that stuff. So like I'll buy shaders each and every time I don't have one, which I have a majority of them. Right. I mean, but I'm not opposed to like actually like buying silver and spending it. I mean, that's my thing too. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm at that point where I can because I mean, if I'm being honest about it, not all of the armor sets I like. So I don't have to have them all. Like I listened to a Paul Tassi video and he said that, that basically like he gets everything. He gets every set when it comes out, every armor set, no matter what. Really? And I'm like, why? Wow, that's crazy. I was like, some of these armor sets just look like ass.
But Tassi plays it a ton. He plays a ton more than I do.
Well, he has to. He gets paid to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like just to buy stuff does not seem, I don't know. He's probably
I fully agree with you on that. I just think, what's the point of buying stuff that you don't really care about?
Mm-hmm. I mean, exactly. either the armor set looks good on you, either you like it or you don't. If you don't buy it, or don't worry about getting it. I mean, I'm selective too, Hazel. I don't buy everything. I first I look and see what it looks like on me, and if it looks pretty cool, I'm like, okay. I can see rating one night, and I'll put this set on. People can look at it and go, "Oh, where'd you get that?" I mean, it's still good.
Good.
No, I said it's still a vanity game. I mean, if anything, Bungie needs to do that more. We need more individualism. Whether I talked about this before. I won't go down that road, but I think they could cash in on that. I mean, people want to express themselves in game, and this is one way to do it. So,
yeah, the only set that I bought this season was the Titan one from Guardian Games because to me it just looked the best.
I'll admit,
I mean, the glow on it.
I paid coin for the. I didn't have enough bright dust, so I actually paid the 1,500 silver. I bet the hunter one. No, I didn't buy it.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, I like the hood on it, the cloak, but I'm like, I'm not going to pay that for that.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's fun though. I mean, you don't even do transmog though, do you? Or have you started?
I do. No, I've done a lot of transmog.
No.
Well, because it's a bounty. I mean,
oh my god!
I kill 50 nightmares in lost sectors. No problem.
You don't get an XP from it.
You do get XP.
Not that much.
You get about 6,000, I think. It's not a whole lot. It's like a regular bounty, but you get the. I mean, you got to have it if you want to turn in and get the. I have my hunter in fact has maximum amount of the whatever the material is to transmog
10,
stuff.
yeah.
And I have to go transmog something just so I can turn in my bounties to get more transmog materials. So, yeah. I love it. I love transmog. It's a good idea. But
wow, look at that. So you went from not doing them and not understanding it and stuff like that to doing it because it's just a bounty.
Well, they've simplified the process a bit. And remember how convoluted it was when they first came out?
I mean, but it was still relatively easy. I mean, it was like 2 steps that were side by side with each other.
Yeah, but you had to convert it first to some other material, and then you can bring it to EVA. Not EVA.
But but that was
IVA.
done like all in one area, though.
Yeah, that's true. But it was that extra step. I think people were just like, "Nah, I'm out. I don't need. I'm not going to jump through that many hoops."
Well,
now you have to do
that's the Bungie way, though.
You pay $10,000 for the bounty, 10,000 bright dust. Damn it, glimmer. You go run down and kill 50 nightmares in a lost sector, and turn it in, or play some Crucible or Gambit or whatever. It's that simple.
What a thought. Yeah. But it's the Bungie way to make things a little bit more complicated than it should be.
I know. That's for all the geeks out there who want to crunch the numbers and stuff. That appeals to that math nerd kind of thing.
No, that's not it at all, man.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, look at weapon crafting. Look at all the builds you can put together now. You know, all these.
No, I'm saying making things more complicated than it needs to be is the Bungie way.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with stats and things like that. That's just poor design.
Yeah.
But
you're right. Damn it! Did I just say that? I'll have to.
I'm glad I'm recording this.
Fuck. All right.
I'm just sitting back and listening to you two argue.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't argue. He agreed with me. You hear that?
I argued and then I just backed off. So.
But see,
could you minute that?
Yeah, I admit it. I was wrong. He's right.
No. Wants to put a timestamp there.
No timestamp. No. I'm good. You know what?
Gatr agrees with Hazel.
I'll make a soundbite. I'll put it on the soundboard for later. Yeah.
Can you imagine this, though? Just imagine this, both of you. Okay? So you go to 801, you go to get your transmog bounty, and it gives you Gambit XP for your rank if you pick the Gambit one. Right. It gives you destination, XP for whichever planet that you're going to get, whatever you need to do there. It gives you maybe, I don't know, raid and dungeon, it gives you XP for that region too.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine that? And then Crucible and Gambit or Crucible and Vanguard, it does the same thing for them. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, it'd be nice. You would think they put 2 and 2 together there and make that work.
I personally think bounties are going to be phased out in the next 6 months to a year.
I don't think so.
I hope.
No.
They are.
I don't think so, man. You know why? Because they have to have that daily engagement. If I know that I'm going to go straight and get my weapon bounty so I can get that material, get that enhancement core, I'm going to do that bounty every day.
So why have they got rid of the Iron Bounty banners?
No, think about it though, Mr. Monkey. Why are they moving it to like a progression bar like they do with all the other vendors? You still have bounties. You still have bounties you do on those vendors. Maybe not on Iron Banner.
Yeah, but there aren't going to be Iron Bounty.
Right. As far as getting they're going to basically what they've done. They've moved the cheese, man. We're still doing bounties. Everyone's so anti-bounty. Do you realize when you go into Iron Banner and they say this is your daily goal is to get, I don't know, let's just say the daily goal today is 35 kills in Iron Banner. That's that's one of the things you can get in Ingram. Remember, that's what they talked about. They were going to have daily challenges. All a challenge is just it's a bounty. You just don't have to pick it up. It's just there for you automatically. We all play bounties.
I love bounties.
I love bounties too.
They are taking them away.
Well, maybe the physical bounty where you have to go pick it up. They're probably going to streamline that. I agree, Mr. Monkey, but I don't think they'll ever get rid of bounties as far as completionist things to do to get that dopamine hit to say the box is checked, it's completed. They'll never get rid of that.
I think they'll move to more challenges.
Well, challenges are bounties. They're just there for you.
Yeah, they are. But it is a more long-term thing.
The thing I don't, while we're on the subject here, the reason I didn't do all my seasonal challenges this season. You know why? Because some of them I didn't want to do.
They're hard.
Some of them I didn't want to do. Like, I don't want to, I'm sorry, I don't want to go play Scorched in the Crucible. I hate that game type. It's stupid. Run around and jump. Everyone's just jumping in the air trying to get a fireball on you. It's just a stupid game mode. It has nothing to do with Crucible. I'm not going to play that. So I'm not going to get whatever the reward was for that. Just give us general ones where we can just, like Hazel, you mentioned it yesterday, last week, where we actually would go to a planet and automatically 3 daily challenges would pop up on your screen.
No, that was how it was in D2 vanilla.
Yeah. Right.
Every region you went to, 3 little things would pop up, and then they would give you planetary mats and things like this, which is why I said, they didn't have bounties.
Well, I think then Mr. Monkey may be right. They may be phasing us out of having to go pick something up because that's a drag, and most people just glaze over that. So they're just going to include the bounties in the game automatically for you now. But they're still going to get that engagement. They're still going to get that completionist and all of us gamers to check that box and move. We feel like we've accomplished something in the game. They'll never get rid of that, dude. That's the core of gaming. That's what keeps gamers involved in these games. They have to meet those numbers every day. Those daily engagement numbers.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm fine. Honestly, what would make me do bounties would be if they gave you rep for each of your
I agree.
vendors.
Dude, I agree.
If they did that, I'd be doing tons of bounties.
I will not do repeatable gunsmith bounties. You know why? Because I don't get anything for it. All I get's XP. XP is something I have tons of. I don't need any more XP. Now, if they tied a 10 Bright Dust, even 10 Bright Dust to it, like all the other repeatables do, then I'd probably be interested. But the fact that they don't give you any rep, there's no rep toward the gunsmith bounty, the reputation that now gunsmith now is, which is too slow, by the way.
What I was about to ask. Have either of you ranked up your gunsmith?
Oh yeah,
like all the way yet?
I've reset it. Yeah,
you've hit 16.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I've
done it twice.
Did you get your alloy?
I'm at 12.
Yeah, you get an alloy. You get a golf ball. That's great.
Yeah, I'm at 12.
It takes forever
because I haven't been doing the bounties.
It takes forever.
I'm just deleting stuff. It takes forever.
Yeah, you get. When you get one, you get +1 when you dismantle a weapon, not armor, just the weapon. You get +1 toward that little level, and there's 16 of them. You get +20 when you turn in a daily bounty, not the repeatable, but the daily. That's a no-brainer. That's right. 20 weapons I don't have to dismantle. So it's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, it just takes forever though.
I'm like Kingsley. It's all about cost-benefit analysis. All right, how much time is it going to take?
Yeah.
What am I getting for it? And if it's just plain XP, then I'm moving on. I won't pick the bounty up.
Yeah. I'm more about the fun aspect. Is it fun for me to use snipers in, something?
Well, we talked about this
in Vanguard strikes. It's like, that's not fun.
Well, we talked about this last week.
Who the hell uses snipers and strikes?
That was a great conversation, by the way, with Lana and Kingsley. That was a great conversation. We were definitely 4 distinctly different Bungie players. And I'm sure there's several other kinds of Bungie players, or, Destiny players out there. And it just goes to show how they're trying to please everybody. And they have to do it tactfully without offending another group. So I think they're doing okay. I think the way they're doing is good. And if they include the challenges, quote, challenges in the game, instead of you having to go pick a quote challenge up, then fine. All right. How we get off? Man, we went down the rabbit hole. Oof.
Yeah, we did. We fell off the rails big time.
I apologize.
No. We blame Gatr for that. That's okay.
What?
So, Mr. Monkey, question for you. Why do we still play this game? Or why do you play?
Yeah.
I play just because
bounties.
It's really, bounties. I'm really malleable, so bounties.
No. Why do you play? Seriously?
So the reason I play is being able to hang out with friends.
Yeah.
I know friend game is the end game, So being able to raid with friends is probably my favourite thing.
Nice.
And I'm really introverted, and I find that really hard in real life. So being able to do it digitally is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
I like
the
that.
honest answer.
There we go. I
I like that. It's good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Now, I did
The
do...
easy answer is bounties.
You know what? There's the title. The easy answer is bounties. I decided to, I know, we've had some feedback on Gator's 5 quick questions. So I said, you know what, Mr. Monkey, I'm going to have one secret Gator question, and then we'll move on to our signature questions. So I got one secret question for you. And I offered this to Hazel, and he's like, no, I'm not doing secret questions. So, all right, fine. This is my secret.
No, I want Hazel's secret question.
What is Hazel's? What is Hazel's secret question? No.
I want Hazel's secret question.
I'll have to come up with one.
Come on, Hazel.
All right.
So let Gator ask his, and then I'll pull one out of a hat.
There we go. All right, here we go. My secret question is, and this is just off the cuff. I just thought of this the other day. What is the oddest job you've ever taken to earn $1 or £1, whatever you want to call it?
I've not really got an answer for this, so
okay.
I've got a really bad answer. So the worst job I've ever done is double glazing sales. So I don't know what it was like over there in the early 90s when I was about 20, but selling double glazing over here was awful.
What did you say? I didn't catch that.
Double glazing.
Double glaze?
Oh, okay.
What's that by chance?
Double glazing?
Yeah.
No.
So plastic double glazing windows and doors.
Oh, yeah.
Window tinting.
Yeah, so my worst job was doing that and being told to canvass a street where my grandma lived.
Yeah.
And they said, just go down here because old people like a chat, so you'll be able to make loads of commission. That was my worst job.
Door-to-door sales is rough. That's a rough business, man.
No, that's not it. No? It wasn't just that, Gator. It was the fact that basically taking advantage of the elderly almost.
Yeah, because they wanted to talk with someone. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that is rough. Okay, that answers my question.
That's my answer. I know
that's a good one.
It doesn't really answer it.
Well, it's a stupid question.
No, it does.
So, yeah.
It does. No, it does. All right. So I pulled a question out of a hat for you. Okay. Now, remember, you asked for this, okay?
I always ask for it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. It's, we're having a TGH, Potato Thumbs, Two Titans and a Hunter, and GDC get together, okay? We're all out at the pub, all right? We start doing karaoke. What's your song?
I don't know. Probably a Michael Jackson number, I think. I'd like to think I can hit the high notes, but I probably can't.
Which Michael Jackson song?
Thriller.
Thriller, okay.
Nice.
I think
you got to do the dance
Sin,
too.
Kingsley, and Des would absolutely hit the dance.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. That would be fantastic.
That's actually a good question. I got to think of some better ones.
That is a really good question.
What's your karaoke, Hazel?
Oh shit, me?
Yeah, turn it back to you.
So you and Gatr are at a karaoke. What are you doing?
Everyone's gonna leave now.
Come on.
We're gonna do Hall & Oates Maneater.
There together. We go, Maneater. I'll play bass. I'll play up on the bass. I'll be slapping the bass. All right.
Oof.
All right. Let's do this, Hazel. Let's we got 4 of our signature questions left. Let's knock those out, and we'll move on to our speed run. Sound good?
Sure.
All right. I will. Well, why don't you start with this one? The first one.
All right, sir. So, do you have any hobbies outside of gaming?
I love cooking. Absolutely love cooking.
Yeah? What's your go-to thing?
Yeah.
Italian food. So today, the bolognese. I really, really love
Give
cooking.
me that meat sauce. Hell yeah.
I'm
There's a clip.
vegetarian, so I don't eat meat
Sorry,
sauce. So
that didn't sound good. Sorry. What do you use?
Yeah, he's vegetarian.
Use
So.
tofu from the bolognese?
I've used pea protein today.
Okay.
Mm.
Nice.
Yummy.
Nice. No, my wife's vegetarian. I know all about vegetarian food, so I eat
I'm curious.
I'm partly vegetarian.
Partly vegetarian.
When we eat at home,
So
I'm
what part of you vegetarian?
when I eat at home, my wife's cooking, it's vegetarian.
But when he goes out, he gets a steak. You
I do.
remember that?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
exactly.
I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's like being part of Virgin. So
That's completely derailed me.
So, Gatr is speechless, I believe. So is there a particular reason why you're vegetarian, or I'm just curious? I mean, you don't have to go into it, or
No, it's fine. I've got a load of food allergies, so I can't eat meat. I can't eat onions. I can't eat spicy food, although I do. I've got just a lot of food allergies. So,
oh wow,
being vegetarian, I've been vegetarian for maybe 20 years.
Nice.
Maybe around that sort of time. It's not a issue with eating meat. It's just it doesn't agree with me.
Okay. Wow.
No, okay. I get that. I mean, it's
Yeah, for sure. I mean, damn, if it were like that, I mean, nothing agreed with you, then yeah, you don't have a choice.
Yeah. True. All right, Mr. Monkey, I have to ask you this signature question. What is behind... Oh, wait a minute. No. I got to do it right. I got to give you the Gatr experience here. Mr. Monkey.
I can't wait for this.
Mr. Monkey. Dude, what's up with the gamer tag?
So, it's named after a child's cuddly toy, and I didn't want an edgelord gamer tag. So I wanted something that was, I think it's a perverse part of me that liked the fact that I'd got a really childish gamer tag and not being called Godkiller 666. that was pretty much it, because no one has any expectations of me being Mr. Monkey, being anything other than absolute dog shit at games.
I like that approach. I do. Oh my god,
That's awesome.
That is great.
Yeah, that's my childish approach to gamer tags.
Nice. I've never heard it that way before.
That's glorious.
That is.
Thank you.
Okay, Hazel, why don't you state yours and I'll take us out today.
Yep. Okay. Do you have a motto or mantra or a couple of them that you live by?
So I've got two. So one that I've shared with Gatr is measure twice, cut once, which is what I've been taught in work. And the other one is by my favourite artist, which is that kindness should be a way of life, something you don't need to think about twice. I'm a big believer in just expanding and helping others, even though you're not getting anything out of it. That's where I'd like to be.
Wow,
that's heartwarming.
That's a good place to be. Yeah. Not
being
expecting
nice
anything in return. That's the thing.
Yeah, being nice is so easy. Being an asshole is much harder.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. Just ask me.
I wasn't going to go there, Hazel. I wasn't going to go there. You went there.
You've always been lovely to me, Hazel.
Well, I mean,
it's just me. I have that effect.
Most of the time it's an act.
Yeah, but I tend to bring it out of him, Mr. Monkey. I can't help it. All right.
You're right, though. It is. It is harder to be that way.
Yeah. All right. I will take us out. And I know you told us about your food allergies, but I'm curious if you have anything else here on this question. What is one thing about you that our community might not know about you?
So the one thing that people probably don't know about me is I'm a massive art fan, and I collect art.
Really?
Wow.
Yep.
What's your, do you have like a famous piece or something you're really proud of?
Or a favorite piece?
I mean, something you're really proud that you own, or?
I've got probably about 150 pieces by local artists.
Wow. That's a lot, man. Do you store them or do you have them all on the wall?
All on the wall.
Good for you, man.
Wow.
Yes, a fun fact.
So I'll send you a picture of
please.
Stuff that I've collected.
Can you?
For sure.
Have Hazel put it in her, if you don't mind, we could put it in our Instagram.
Of course not.
Okay. That's great. That's fantastic. I didn't know if you knew this about me. I guess since we're sharing here, my mom, my mom and my daughter, and my sister are all artists. My mom is, she's been an artist for a long time. My sister has really excelled. She's married to another artist, but she has been in the Florida Watercolor Society. She does watercolor, originals and stuff. She does dog portraits. You would not believe. She can really pull a character out of a dog, but I'll have to show you one of those sometime.
That'd be really cool.
I have a picture of my daughter that was snorkeling in the Keys, and she got an underground. She took a picture of her under the water, like looking through a snorkel and a mask, and she painted it freehand. It's amazing. So, yeah, I'll have to show you that picture. We hang it above our fireplace and our mantle. So, it's just
I've just sent you the picture that I'm currently looking at.
Oh, nice. Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
You like more cartoon art. I like that.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Did you read comics and the funny pages and stuff when you were younger?
Yep.
In the funny pages?
That's what they call them.
I glossed over that because
what? The funny pages?
Yeah, I glossed over.
I like holding people accountable for stuff like that. So. In the funny papers.
All right. I'm old. Everyone knows that already. All right. Well, hey.
I'm not that much older than you.
I know, but the funny pages, no one called it. Everyone called it the funny pages. All right. I'll give up. Hey, Mr. Monkey. Thank you, sir, for sharing your life with us today. That was pretty cool.
Yes, thank you.
Absolute pleasure.
That was a great interview. Great interview, man.
That was awesome.
Well, Hazel, we know what's next, right? We got to get that speedrun knocked out.
Yeah, and he messaged me on the side and said that he's going to take down Kingsley. So
let's do it.
Yeah, Kingsley will beat me out of the Discord if I mess up.
He's gonna have a target on his back for the next 6 months, so we'll see how that goes. So, all right, we'll do that right after this. Great interview, dude.
Call the Praxic Order, call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes, call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, listeners, this segment is called the Speed Run. This is where we have a database of over 385 questions asked at random. And Mr. Monkey here is going to have 90 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers. And at the end of the year, the guest with the most answer will win a prize and title of 2023 or 2022 Speedrun Champion. The questions are asked at random, so no one can memorize the order. And all we ask is that you be as accurate as you can, but answer quickly what comes to mind. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions from my list. Hazel is our timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision is going to be final on this. So, we have Mr. Kingsley Mack is our leader for 2022 so far with 40 questions answered. So, you ready, Mr. Monkey?
I'm going for Kingsley.
Do it.
Clock's ready to go, Hazel?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
Warlock.
What's the first Destiny podcast you listened to?
Yours.
Void, Solar, Arc, or Stasis?
Stasis.
Should there be freelance solo strikes in Destiny?
Yep.
What would be your spirit animal?
Wolf.
Are you ticklish?
Yeah.
Rocky or Rambo?
Rambo.
Strikes, Crucible, or Gambit?
Gambit.
What's one thing that annoys you most?
You.
Gold or silver? Heart.
Silver.
If you would choose, who would voice your ghost?
Log from DTU.
Yes. Human, awoken, or exo?
Exo.
What's the best sandwich?
Cheese and apple.
Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
Double glazing sales.
What's your favorite Destiny planet?
Nasus.
How do you like your steak?
Neither.
Vader or Yoda?
Yoda.
Lefty or righty?
Lefty.
Glam rock or punk?
Punk.
Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Ikora, Cade, or Zavala?
Cade.
Boba Fett or Mando?
Boba.
What number am I thinking of?
6.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
Stasis, yes or no?
Yep.
Controller or mouse and keyboard?
Controller.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
What is one of your favorite Destiny 2 weapons?
Time.
Vex.
Yeah, Vex. That's a good one. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I think you did
Not
really
bad.
well. And you answered accurately. Thank you for that.
Well, I answered honestly, mainly.
Yes, you did. You did. Well, I hope I don't annoy you
unlike
too much.
Kingsley, but yeah.
All right. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. I'm okay.
The wounds cut deep, don't they, Gatr?
I'm all right. It's okay. This is good. This is good. Yeah.
Don't cry yourself to sleep. Okay.
I'm okay. I'm fine. No big deal. I just annoy people. I get that. All right, Hazel. Hey, how did he do?
Hey, I think to be honest, that answer was probably the quickest thing he could have said.
I think it is.
Yeah. So
That's fine.
30.
It's
Not
fine.
bad.
Not bad.
Oh.
It's okay. Good.
So not bad.
Good job. I would say that's a podium finish, but it's really close. Really close. So that was really good, though. Not bad. Not bad.
Thank you.
I mean, we're 4,300 miles away. So, yeah, there might be a slight delay there. Thank you. That was fun. Thank you for doing that.
That was fun.
Hey, I've got a question for all you listeners out there. Do you have a great speedrun question? If that's a yes, join our Discord. Enter them in our speedrun question ideas channel, and we'll add them to next year's speedrun. Just remember they need to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. And don't forget, what's your favorite? At the end of the year, we're going to have 2 drawings for a $25 gift card of your choice. You can enter up to 5 questions to go into the drawing. So good luck with that. And hey, are we having fun yet? If you think so, all we ask is tell a fellow Destiny gamer out there and spread the word. That's all we ask. All right. Sounds good. Let's move on to our next segment, and that would be This Week at Bungie. Hey Guardians, just a quick reminder that we now have a Destiny 2 clan, and Hazel and I invite you all to be a part of it.
If you're looking to find a clan, now would be a great time to jump in and get to know some of these great gamers you've heard. We're not hardcore or anything like that. Enjoying what time you have for Destiny is all we ask.
So, if you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under the channel GDC Destiny 2 Clan, where you can find a link. Otherwise, look for Guardian Downcast Pod, and the link will be in the show notes of this podcast. Right down there.
So, I lied before when I said that we don't ask anything of you, because we actually do. We ask that you do join our Discord first, so we can communicate clan stuff to you, like clan podcasts and clan nights, and just random shite like that. Besides that, you can lurk all you like.
So join us. All right, Hazel, 13th and final week of Season of the Risen. What is on the TWAB this week?
All right. Well, hey, before we get into it, I've got a question for both of you.
What's up?
Okay. We're all sort of seasoned Destiny 2 players. So, do you think that this season should be longer? Like maybe by like a week or two? Like maybe they go to 3 seasons instead of 4? Or do you think that this is the perfect time? Or, should it be shorter?
What do you think, Mr. Mucky?
I personally think it's been a really, really good season, but I absolutely hate having a seasonal event right at the end of it because I think it really breaks up the narrative.
Good point.
Mm-hmm. I can see
that. I'd like to week buffer in between, if I'm being really honest, and maybe a little bit of narrative story going into next season. I have thoughts about next season and thoughts about the dungeon and other things, but I'm not a fan of going straight from a seasonal activity straight into a season.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. Gatr?
I think it was a perfect amount of time. I think it seemed maybe a little busy this season because it included the major DLC, the Witch Queen expansion.
Mm-hmm.
I think next season it won't be quite as hectic. So I think 4 seasons a year is a perfect amount because this last week I actually was able to take pause and actually just take it easy and not worry about playing anything other than the goals I mentioned earlier. So I think it was just right for me.
Yeah, I'd like it if it were a little bit longer, just because, like, I kind of wanted a little more downtime, a little more time away.
So my question to you, Hazel, is what have you not been able to do that you would have liked to been able to do?
Like in game or outside of the game?
In game.
In game? Well, I mean, I would like a little more time to work on seasonal challenges because I spent more time working on, Throne World type stuff, like Savathun and bench reputation and that kind of thing. Because, to me, it seems like it's at odds with itself. That Season of the Risen was going against the Witch Queen type stuff. So my thought is, why do we have a season at the same time as a content drop? Yeah,
I think it would work really well if we had a content drop, and then we got to play with that for 3 months. So content drop normally means a new raid and loads of stuff to do, and then we get a seasonal thing, maybe the season after. I think that would, for me, sit a lot better than doing busy work. Because like I said, for the first time, I feel super burnt out at the minute. Just because I'm having to balance doing all the Witch Queen stuff with seasonal stuff. And I would have, to be honest, the Witch Queen stuff was super fun. The seasonal stuff was not so much. I think it would have been better to just detangle the two.
Yeah, the Brachus, the Saladin storyline, in addition, running parallel to the Witch Queen storyline. It was kind of a little clunky, wasn't it, a little bit this season?
I don't know. I liked how it started out. Yeah. Because it started out and, it kind of branched off of the story, off of the main campaign.
Right.
Because you go in and you kill those Cabal, and then next thing you know, you get this thing where Keitel is like, dude, what the hell? What are you doing?
Yeah. That did tie it together. Yeah, you're right. Nothing.
It tied together really well, but it is where you want to spend your time. And I think I personally didn't dip into the storyteller done Witch Queen just because I'd make a really childish bet with the Gatr and I want to prove him wrong. But I didn't really dip into the seasonal stuff till after the raid. And I just think it would have been better if it was decoupled from the two.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah, it was tied together, but Yeah, it did take away. The stories competed with each other a little bit. You're right. They kind of pulled at you. And I remember seeing both of those, like, go run the next thing in Witch Queen, or you can go to the tower and talk to Cadel and Zavala. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What's this Cadel and Zavala thing? What's this have to do with the? And then once you clicked on it, but I didn't click on it right away either. I closed.
Yeah, exactly. Which one did you pick? Did you pick to continue Witch Queen or go and talk to Caitlin
Witch Queen.
Zavala?
I was invested in Witch Queen. I wanted to know how the story progressed. And kudos, Bungie. That story was fantastic. Great. I mean, I think it's the best campaign I've ever played in Destiny. I don't know about you guys.
And I personally think the season wasn't allowed to breathe because Witch Queen was so good.
Yeah.
I think it was a really, really, really good season, but it got drowned by the fact that Witch Queen was so much better than any other expansion we've got. So most people were focused on Witch Queen. So by the time they got to doing the PsyOps stuff, we were all bored of it.
Yeah, I got bored of the PsyOps Battleground stuff really quick.
But if you'd got PsyOps in another season, I think you'd been quite hungry for it.
Yeah, because that's the thing to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, maybe we should ask this question at the end of this next season. Now that we don't have Witch Queen.
Sorry, that's my two penneth. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I mean no, but that's the thing. That's the reason why I was curious about that. Just because it just, I mean, to me, I don't know. I just kind of feel bad that I didn't get to knock out any of like the seasonal stuff, like much of the seasonal, like the seasonal challenges and that kind of thing.
Oh man, you missed out. The weapons, the weapons they offered in PsyOps is
well, the weapons are still going to be there.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right. That's true. Man, almost every weapon they offered was fantastic in the seasonal.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and that's the thing is like I'll do them and eventually and that kind of thing, but I don't know.
I suppose the counter argument is that we're not losing this season. So it's not like before where if you lost, where at the end of the season it was gone and you couldn't earn the title, you couldn't get any of the weapons. You can still get them.
Yeah.
And I think you can get them up until the next expansion. So that's February.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. To miss out on the FOMO. So yeah, I mean, you're completely correct. Yeah. And I just think that's, it's like, okay. So.
Can I ask
that's the reason why I'm not as important. Well, it's not important to me like that.
Can I ask one more question before we move on here to the 12?
Sure. No, not at all. Can't interrupt. Go ahead. What?
I didn't interrupt. I was asking first.
Oh, I'm just teasing.
I know. I'm playing along. What do you guys think about the weapon crafting? You think it landed well? Now that we've gone a full season through it, what do you guys think of that?
My view is I think it's landed really, really well. I think it probably goes into something that comes up in the talk a little bit later, but it really helps with vault space. Really, really helps.
Yes.
But I don't know, maybe this is my mental health problems, but when it feels like you're running a weapon that's not a deep sight weapon, you feel like you're not really achieving much.
Yeah, the deep sight weapons definitely give you.
Yeah, so whenever you're running a deep sight weapon, you always feel like you're progressing.
Yeah.
Somewhere towards something. Whenever you're not running a deep sight weapon, no matter how much fun it feels to use funnel web, you just feel this is not really getting me anywhere further forward other than the number on the gun.
Yeah. It's another, I hate to say it, it's just another bounty. It's something to get checked off the list. It's just not expressed as a bounty. What about you, Hazel? I'm curious. What do you think? I know you've got your, I know you've got your pulse rifle, the Syncopation 53. I know you really got that one up.
Yeah, I've got that and my submission and that. But honestly, I mean, you guys are going to find this blasphemous. I've actually started deleting a bunch or pretty much most of my red boxes.
Why? That's stored up. Man.
I just
store
don't-
those.
I just don't want to do them. I'm bored with it. I don't want to take a gun and have to use it in a gun that I don't even want to use.
Yeah, but okay. Counterpoint.
Well, it's fine. I mean, you can have a counterpoint, but it's not going to change my opinion of using a gun I don't want to use just to get some alloy for something that I may or may not use in the future.
Once Gaze has done his counterpoint, I also have another counterpoint.
Well, no,
Okay.
I'm not poo-pooing your argument. I understand why. Just getting kills for the just spite of the kills, just to unlock the materials. I get it, but what if they start adding a bunch of other weapons this next season coming up, and you out of materials? What are you going to do with those red bars? You have to get all those red bars to randomly drop again. Don't you want to save those?
Have you had a problem getting red red boxes?
They do fall quite often, but they're not all. It's not guaranteed all the time. That's for sure. I'd say it's about every. Well, let's see. About if I was, because I play a lot of Destiny, I would say for every 10 weapons, I get one red sight or deep sight weapon. So 1 out of 10 weapons that drop, I get a deep sight weapon. So it's fairly consistent. But that's just stored materials. I just throw it in my vault. I'll even if I have to kill, but get the kills later,
and it's capped as well.
That's true. That's why I store it. I don't turn it in, because if I'm only allowed 10,000 of the materials,
I ain't storing. No way. I'm not storing that.
I'm a farmer,
no
man.
Way.
I'm a farmer. I got to store up the goods for later.
Nope.
Right.
Okay. My vault is much too cramped already at 496, so I had to start cutting stuff. And I'm like, the red boxes, I just don't need them because I'm going to get more of them in the future.
Okay, I get that. And
this is going to be fun in our Discord because people are going to be, chiming in with this too, and I'm anxious to see what they have to say.
Show feedback segment channel in our Discord.
Oh yeah, that's a hopping channel. I'll tell you that.
Busy, yeah. You had
so Mr. Monkey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So my counterpoint is, I really don't like getting red bar weapons when they're not craftable. That's the bit
that
really grinds my gears.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm at 499 of 500 stroke, soon to be 600, but it just seems pointless getting red bar weapons that you can't craft.
I just had an idea.
Doesn't it?
What if? What if, let's just say the crate, let's just use that as an example. The crate,
I'm going to smack Gatr.
No, don't smack me yet. Don't smack me yet. The crate auto rifle, right? It's the stasis auto rifle. What if I have 5 of those saved, red bars saved in my vault, and then all of a sudden they say, by the way, the crates can now be craftable, but you have to fully, go through 5 deep sight weapons of the crate. Now I've got them stored up. I'm going to be able to craft the crate a lot earlier than Hazel is because he's gotten rid of all of his red bar weapons.
So I thought about this.
Okay.
I'll be brutally honest. I did. I thought about this exact thing because you know what I was sitting on at the time?
What?
I was sitting on 5 funnel webs.
Oh.
So I'm like, I don't want to get rid of these because of that. And then you know what changed my mind?
What?
You know what they didn't say?
What?
The pattern is available for this.
What if they do in the next season, though?
It's not gonna. They're not gonna change that.
I see. You don't think it'll be retroactive?
Yeah, you're gonna have to re-earn. Yeah, you're gonna have to re-earn those 5.
Yep, that sounds like something you would do.
So I have a question to you guys and the wider community. If we had less weapons per season, but they were all craftable, how would you feel about that?
Hazel?
I don't care. It doesn't really...
If they said there was going to be 6 weapons this season, but you could craft them all.
I'd be for that, because I eventually want to get rid of all my extra vault weapons and have just crafted weapons in there. I want that to be the end goal here.
So how excited are you about getting I think it's a shotgun in Gambit? How excited are you about getting 1 million rolls of that, but they're all shit, and you just delete them?
I don't like shotguns.
Whereas
anyway,
if they said well, we'll just make all weapons craftable.
So I'll say this. I don't care if it's 6 new weapons that are completely craftable and that kind of thing. What I want is older weapons to be craftable. Give me that, so that way I can free up true vault space, and not just vault space for, for the future, where like, okay, they're going to give me some weapon that I'm, may or may not even like, or something like that in the future, called the Crate 2. And
so are you saying that you'd rather have the new weapons coming in this season and everything retroactive be craftable?
Yeah.
Cool.
Or both. I mean, technically, I think any weapon that comes out next season should be craftable, but they need to increase the amounts that are craftable for last seasons and things like that.
Because for me, what I really like is the fact that knowing that when you go into the raid, that sooner or later, every raid role will be craftable. So if you can grind that out enough, and I think I'm on 3 craftable weapons of the raid, maybe 4. Still not got the exotic, although I'm entitled to it. That was a cheap shot. I apologise. But it is, I think that is a better way going forward, and maybe picking up some stuff retroactively.
Okay. I could see that.
I mean, please, Bungie, make them. If you're gonna allow us to craft the crate this next season, please make it retroactive. Don't make us have to go.
No, when has Bungie ever done something like that?
I know. I'm just wishing upon a star. Okay, can I do that? Okay.
Sure, put your head in the sand. Yeah, I'm sure that it'll work.
I am the eternal optimist
for
conversation. Destiny. I'm the eternal optimist when it comes to Destiny. I swear. Hazel is more
saying, Mr. Monkey?
He's more realist.
I said, I'm sorry if I derailed that.
No. Hazel opened the question up, and then I ask another question.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I was just curious too, about the season and then about that. So
yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and dive into this non-controversial TWAB where it gave us a ton of information about next season.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So, so they start off and they talk about the shootings that happened in Buffalo, New York, which is just mind-boggling to me that this is still going on, and that, I don't know. I'm just, I don't know, stunned that, this is still a thing and that people are stupid enough to be racist. Yeah, I said that. You can quote me. You can at me. I don't give a fuck.
Amen.
So, they are putting a thing where Black at Bungie, the Be Heard pin, that any of the profits for that for at least a year are going to go towards a charity for that time frame, at least a year. So with this week at Bungie, they talk about Guardian Games and how basically Guardian Games, this is the last week, and they are, I guess they're full that Warlocks aren't going to win, even though they've won almost every day. So I think the reason why Warlocks won this season is because Titans already won the first time when it mattered, and then Titans didn't care so much for the second season. So Hunters did care. So they went ahead and won that season, and then nobody cares anymore. So that's why the Warlocks are winning.
You tell whatever you tell yourself. You tell yourself whatever you have to.
I'm really confused, Hazel. What main are you exactly?
Yeah, good question.
I still view myself as a Titan main, and I flirt with Hunter.
He's a Warlock hater, in other words, Mr. Monkey. He's a Warlock hater.
Everything but Warlock.
Yeah, that's really easy. I've seen you play Warlock, and you were super good at it.
I'm on my Warlock right now, actually, just because I'm, just honestly, I like my fashion on my Warlock. It looks pretty pretty snazzy. So.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. So, okay. So Bungie has been inundated with questions such as, what is Season of Redacted all about? And then, what's the next challenge? What's going to happen? What's this? What's that? Where's the trailer? And we're not getting any of that.
Isn't that glorious?
Hoorah.
It depends on who you ask.
I kind of like this. I do. I don't know. I
love it.
Kudos. They're changing it up. I like it.
They're only going to be able to do this like every now and then. I mean, next season, they're going to go into more detail. You know that. I'm
wondering how their promotional segment of Bungie is thinking right now. You mean we can't promote the game? What are you talking about? No ads?
They did it with Arrivals, though. Mm-hmm. So it's only following that model.
Okay.
Not like that. I mean, well, I guess they did. Yeah, they didn't really do that with Arrivals, did they? That's the reason why I was thinking that they were going to do like a Vidoc or something like that on Tuesday.
I think we'll get a really short, snappy, really well edited trailer.
I agree. I don't think it'll be a Vidoc. I think it'll be just a small trailer just to get you hyped to just log in immediately afterwards. Jump in and play.
You know what I think, though? What I also think? So I think we are going to get a Vidoc.
Okay.
But if you notice, though, the season that always comes out with the big drop, the big DLC, is always lackluster. Season of the Hunt last year, season of whatever it was, the season before that, and then season of... Oh, yeah, was that the year before? Mm-hmm. I thought there was one after or before that, but yeah, you're right.
We've been playing this game way too long.
Yeah, let's just stop. But that season is always lackluster. It's considered lackluster.
That's because and then it's the DLC is supposed to carry it, not the season. That's usually
right. But what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying though, is that next season sort of kicks off the story.
Okay.
And that's why I think that we're probably going to get a Vidoc, and it's going to show us stuff like maybe just not from next season, but the seasons after a little bit, just like a little screenshot or something like that, or some little story beat, something along those lines. Because I'm thinking that the next 3 seasons are going to be one continuous story.
I'm all for that. Yeah, I'm all for that.
So,
yeah.
Just to make sure that we're all, invested in that, hey, this is the new Bungie. I mean, not that we're not already invested, because why not?
I think it's too early. I think they'll put a Vidoc out later in the fall, before. And we don't even know if the next big DLC is going to be February again, like it was this year, or whether it's going to be in the fall. We don't know.
It'll be February. Well, I think we've already paid for our seasons. I think maybe. So we'll get a dungeon this year, this season.
Mm-hmm.
And then raid September, and then dungeon the following season. So I think it will drop. I think it will drop for March.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
If they're saying 4 seasons, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you don't know how long that 4th season is going to be.
That's just it.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm saying too. I mean, if they made the seasons, each season like a month longer, that would be built in time for them to finish the DLC on a remotely, current time frame. What do I know though?
Can you imagine adding another 4 weeks to where we're at now? I don't know. I'm ready for the next season. I don't know. It's just me. I don't know.
I'm fine with it because I'd be playing other games. I mean, I beat Trek to Yomi, which was fantastic and glorious.
Bungie doesn't want you
I'm taking a page out of Mohafo's book where I'm taking screenshots and I'm going to be putting them on Twitter. So,
have you seen Mo's control screenshots there?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, yeah. I can't say much. I mean, enough about those. Those are just glorious. He took one, I think, last night where it was a bunch of cats.
Yep.
I was cracking up. I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on, but this looks like a fun game.
Control is such a good game.
No. I have it. I'll get around to it eventually. Probably not. But back to the TWAB. So, basically, this is going to be the end of the TWABs basically for this season. So what that means is that they aren't going to release anything up until basically Tuesday morning.
Wow.
So that's when you can expect the trailer. And then they even said something else here. Where is it at here? This should be one of our last communications. No, that's not it. No, I can't find it. But there is something in there that kind of hinted that they were going to be doing something before the launch as well.
Yeah.
Not just a trailer.
Yeah, it just says...
Oh, for an...
go ahead.
Yeah, countdown. Yeah. But also with this, they did state in here too that it is basically they're doing this because of discovery. You know, that this is one of the few times where Bungie can play that card of, well, you don't know what, you know, is going to come out, what element is going to be coming out for 3.0 next. You know, you don't know what the story is going to be about. We don't know anything basically, besides what they've told us about like the seasonal events. So,
am I allowed to interrupt at this point?
Sure, Gatr. Yeah, go ahead.
I'd love to know what you think we're going to get story-wise and 3.0 wise.
Okay. I'll go first, Gatr. Okay.
Good.
So I think story-wise, I think it's pretty much an assumption, or pretty much that we all assume, or well, I say we all, but people who have been like reading the lore, that it's going to involve the Warmind next season.
Mm-hmm.
And giving him a body and that kind of thing. So I'm assuming that's pretty much what it's going to be about. Maybe dusting off the bunkers that we had in season of the whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember what that season was called, but I have an addition to that. If we are going to get Solar 3.0, there's only really two NPCs that will Solar that we know, which is Osiris and Anna. I think Anna would feed really well into dusting off Rasputin and taking that forward.
I could see that. I'm hoping it's Arc though.
If it is going to be Solar, we had a Cora teaching us how to use Solar, Void, by just talking to her. If we've got to get a Solar vendor, I think Anna or Osiris would be a really good fit. Osiris is in a coma, and we've had a Warlock already. I think Anna would be so cool.
That would be.
So I think taking it to Rasputin would be the next logical conclusion.
Ooh, what if? Let's see here. What if Solar is actually going to be Crow, and he finally, maybe he does something in like the beginning of the season where he becomes the vanguard for hunters.
It seems logical.
I'd like to put Crow in the bin, if I'm being really honest.
Oh, yeah, don't get me started with Crow. I'm kind of over his story.
Don't start. Come on, we have Valis Forge. Who would you rather be, an Iron Lord or a Valis named Forge? Come on now.
Now, my idea of the next story for this next season is a little out there. Of course, it's me, it's Gatr. I think, what if we continue the story of Brachus Forge? What if the fact that Iron Banner is on the 2nd and 8th week of the season, that we have some story that follows into the Iron Banner? What if our 2nd week story actually goes to Brackus Forge, and then naturally we go into Iron Banner. Remember they said there was a little story we're going to have to play before you can even jump in Iron Banner? What if that's tied into the campaign or the story campaign?
I think they'd want to tie Iron Banner into an ongoing thing rather than a seasonal story. In the same way, I don't think the dungeon will be tied into the seasonal story, because the dungeon's going to stay around forever.
Where do you think the dungeon will be? Nobody knows.
Honestly,
I mean, I don't know.
I personally think it will be in the throne world in the pyramid. They showed that image of the 3 Guardians going into what looked like the raid opening encounter.
Right.
And they redacted the Guardians because there was some weapons on the back. I think that's the opening of the dungeon.
That'd be fun.
Because why else would 3 Guardians be going into the throne world? I just think
that was the PvP map.
I'm telling you.
Why 3?
What if it's
why 3? Why not 6?
What if this is the PvP season?
I hope to God it's not. I think just to mix it up, they're going to put the dungeon on Europa.
I've said this on the speak pipe, but I'd love to see the Exo.
Yes.
Is it called the Bray Exo Science area? The bit that's under Europa where the big head is.
Right.
I think that'd be an amazing space to put a dungeon. But I really feel like it's going to be a pyramid dungeon.
I'm kind of done.
I'll be proved wrong on Tuesday.
Well, they did say many butted horses in the new map, so.
Well, no, that's the PvP map.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it follows a storyline, I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll see. That's the great thing about it. We don't know a damn thing. We don't even know what the subclass improvement's going to be. I know there's streamers out there that are pissed because they want to be able to help people get,
no, they
recommend
want content.
Stuff.
They want views.
Exactly.
They
don't want to help people. They just want to get a thumbnail.
That's their job,
people
though.
Screaming
their
and
job
saying,
is content creator. Yeah. That's what they do. They have to make a buck.
And that's the thing that they're missing out on right now is that think of the content they're going to be able to have next season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like the first month is going to be, they will have never seen so many clicks in their lives.
Yeah. I mean, the hype is real. I like it.
And the hype is that we are generating our own hype for this.
Of course. That's what we do as a Bungie community, the Destiny community.
Well, no, it's not that. No, come on, man. Nobody does a trailer better than Bungie.
Yeah.
Nobody.
We don't even need a trailer. We're already hyped.
On Tuesday morning, they're going to put something out with dope music, and it's just going to be all edited to shit. Yes. It's going to be amazing.
I'm just curious what the new 6-man activity is going to be, because I'm getting really tired of 6-man activities.
Oh, I think PsyOps as a 3-man is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know. It just, for me, it lacks imagination that every season it's just on some other derivation of a 6-man activity that's repeatable.
Bring us back the corrupted Leviathan. Corrupted Menagerie would be amazing.
That might be worth it. Yeah, that might be fun.
Oh, man.
But it's recycled.
That would be great on a story beat.
Yeah.
I want Callus back. I want Presage back. I want it all back.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me Gator's version of Destiny Online with all the things in all the places.
I'll take that.
Okay, you can clip that, Gator. There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Sorry, I've derailed us massively. I apologize.
Right. We're talking
okay.
Destiny. We're talking Destiny.
Yeah, that's why I called you Gator when you asked if you could interrupt. Hey everyone, looking for some like-minded gamers to talk Destiny with?
Or maybe just a place to de-stress and talk with others about life for a bit.
Or maybe just a place to discuss the latest movies, TV shows, and new music out there.
Well, wait. What about channels with New Year's resolutions or other goals? Oh, we also have a fitness section.
Well, you're also forgetting about channels with links to our clan, SpeakPipe, show music playlists, or even where to get a t-shirt, mousepad, coffee mug, condoms?
Man, you're forgetting about the podcast questions channel, where listeners can put in their questions for the show, and we'll play them live.
And our show feedback channel, where listeners can talk about past podcasts, and...
Just stop. Hasn't this shameless plug gone on long enough? Hey everyone, just look for the GDC Discord community link in our weekly show notes, wherever you get your podcast out there, or just visit guardiandowncast.com, where there's an invite link you can use anytime.
And later, Guardian.
Just stop it, man.
What?
Just lay off the caffeine, man.
It's definitely not caffeine. It's sake tonight. Okay, so Destiny event updates. So what is this? So, okay, so Solstice of Heroes they talk about here. It's going to be in July, and July 19th to be specific. And they drop the of Heroes. So it can be, I guess, Solstice of Villains. I don't know. So yeah, it's just Solstice now.
Just the Solstice, yeah.
Yeah, just Solstice. And with it, they talk about some confusing things here, but one of the cool things is that they are adding a mode where it's called Bonfire Bash. So with this, they're going to have paracausal bonfires, which are basically going to be lighting up, and you're going to have to keep these alive to stop the Taken, Cabal, Hive, and Fallen from stopping the fires.
Smells like a horde mode to me.
Yeah, I know.
I like it.
I'm excited for this.
I like it. No more jumping around. Saying, oh, God, they're going to take my little thing on the top of the building I can't get to.
They are going to take your little thing, aren't they? But
She said.
Hey, there it is. Did it. You did it, Mr. Monkey.
Okay, so with this, okay, so I want to say that actually you will be jumping around, Gatr.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, because they said here that, we made it easier to traverse the EAZ as well. So, yeah. So sorry to break that to you, but you're still going to be jumping around from building to building and whatnot. So,
yeah. All right.
Come on. Those are fun, though.
It's okay. It's just when I have two blueberries that don't care about chest and just sit there while I'm panically running while the timer counts down.
No way. So you and your blueberry hate. Stop hating on blueberries.
They're spoiling his bounties.
Man. Get those done first, Mr. Monkey. Come on. That goes without saying.
Will to live right now is negative. Okay. So, let's change gears here, to something that's going to put, even less will to live in this game. Introducing the event card. So, with this, this is going to be tied to event challenges. And so what this is basically it is a way that you can earn shaders, emblems, and other gear, through event tickets. And they're going to have two versions of this. One of them is going to be the basic one, and then there's going to be an upgraded one, which you can pay roughly about $10 for cash. And then you'll be guaranteed, basically an exotic emote, a ghost shell, a shader, and an emote. And then you have the chance, depending on how many tickets you get, to get a legendary ghost hologram, exotic ship, ghost hologram, another legendary ghost hologram, and then a legendary Trasmat FX. Yeah, I don't like this.
Wait a minute.
So I have questions on this.
I do too.
I'll let
So
you
does
go
everyone.
first. I'll let you go first, Gatr.
No, I was just going to say, I thought I bought the deluxe edition. Why am I paying $10 for an upgraded card? I already paid for this season.
Because
why do I have to pay $10 more?
This isn't part of the deluxe edition.
Why? The deluxe edition covers everything. I'm done for the year. I don't have to pay.
No, it doesn't. Who said that it covers everything?
It covers all the seasons. I believe this is in the season.
But that doesn't. It does. But You can't buy like the stuff for Eververse right now.
The upgraded,
because it's in the season.
When I heard you have to buy the upgraded card, I'm like, oh, you kidding me? I just thought that was a little, I don't know.
So my question is, can you earn the stuff that's on the buy ticket for the tickets? Or do you
Yes, you can.
You can spend tickets? Okay.
No, you can get the tickets by doing the events and things like this. That's why they say here, there's a hint where if you aren't sure if you're going to complete the event, wait until the last week to make sure to purchase it. So that way you can see how many tickets you've accumulated. So that way you can see if you buy everything, if you can get everything from the pass.
Okay.
So if you don't want to spend any money, you could potentially grind the crap out of it and get a load of tickets and get everything that's on the pay track?
No,
you still got to pay the $10 to upgrade the card. That was
you still have to do that.
Yeah, that's how you have to do that to unlock it.
But you could get the things from this list anytime after the event through Eververse for Bright Dust. But it's going to be one of those random things that pops up and things like that. Listen to the sound of silence.
This is the one controversial thing that I don't think anybody fully understands the impact of.
I know it's $10, but still.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of negativity about this.
What have you seen?
So have I.
What have you guys heard?
I think people seem to feel, even though it's ornaments and it's cosmetics,
pay to win, right?
And well, they've always been there, but the fact that it's so explicit now kind of leaves a sour taste in people's mouths. I think before we didn't really understand what was hidden behind Bright Dust, or maybe we did actually, but it was more, if you wanted to get a finisher, you had to pay silver. If you wanted to get a shader, it was Bright Dust. This feels a bit more cynical.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's, from what I've seen, is that people are unhappy with the fact that it's basically just another way to monetize it. That it's like something that pretty much did not need to be in the game. That it was fine the way it was, and why are they introducing it this way?
I think it goes back to what Gatr was saying, that if you paid for the deluxe super duper, I've got everything edition, why is this not included?
Well, what I'm thinking here, Mr. Monkey, is make it grindable for the young kid who doesn't have the $10. If he wants to grind out and put time in instead of just paying the money, make it grindable where they can still get it if they put a ton of hours in, instead of just having to pay the $10 to unlock it. That was my contention.
Well, you can get it. It just won't be right away. It'll be a year from now or something like that. I mean, that's kind of what the thought is that people will be able to do this, but it's going to be like, it'll be free, but it'll be Bright Dust, and it will be basically, when is that going to be? Like next year is what people are assuming.
I don't know.
So
imagine having to pay that Bright Dust across 3 alt characters.
I mean, here I am. I'm complaining about $10 when I just paid $15 for an ornament set for my Titan. So I guess I have no room to complain here, but I'm just thinking I'm always thinking of the other player that maybe $10 is a stretch, for a video game.
Yeah. I mean, no, you're completely right. I mean, to me,
Can you say it again?
I enjoyed.
No. Okay, never mind.
You're right. I mean, it is about, it's not just about those people that can afford it and things like this, but it's also about like the people that what's broken about the situation now that you aren't going to, that they had to fix by putting in a monetary wall.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't a free-to-play game, so.
But I heard them talking on other podcasts where they're sort of saying, well, is it Fortnite where it's a completely free game, but you're paying 100% for cosmetics? Or is it a pay game and you get the cosmetics for free? It's kind of, which one is it?
It's kind of both.
Well, Bungie has they've never, been good with their pay models. I mean, holy hell. They're all over the place with it, where sometimes it's like, hey, you know what? Like, don't even start trying to figure out like a conversion for Bright Dust. Yeah.
Yeah. And how many versions of Witch Queen was launched? There was about 6. It was Witch Queen with this option, Witch Queen with that option, Witch Queen with the other option. And it's like, well, I just want everything. And it goes back to Gator's point of there should be an option that says, I'm quite happy to pay, I don't know. So what was Witch Queen Deluxe? About $70, $80? Does that sound about right?
No,
if
I
you
think it was more.
Not for you, it's more for us. But your pound is probably worth more than $1 right now. So.
Yeah, but if you put on an extra $30 and said, it's going to include all the
cosmetics,
the premium packs for the seasons.
What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. Some of us, if we could afford it, would probably pay it. And if you couldn't justify it, that's fine. But then you can buy it. I know I'm seeing your thunder a bit here, Hazel. But there's later on with the dungeons where if you really want to add them on at a later date, yes, you can. Just do it that way. But I think the bit that leaves a bit of sour taste in my mind or in my mouth is that you've kind of paid the premium to get everything or what you thought was everything, and now it's another track. That's the bit I think is slightly contentious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, completely. And I mean, that's the thing that a lot of people are up in arms about is that, they're releasing this stuff. And from the sounds of it, they aren't going to be releasing stuff for Bright Dust.
I think.
So, no new content. Like, the new content is going to be behind this stuff here.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's because we're all sat, or people who play the game a lot, are sat on massive, massive piles of Bright Dust. So it's not generating extra revenue for Bungie.
I'm starting to change my views toward Bungie. I think Bungie internally has looked at their player base and said, listen, we tried to go get new players. We tried to offer a free-to-play model that could ease them into the game. We've tried the new player experience, which is still a little convoluted. I think they've decided to say, listen, this is our fan base, at least for now. This is our fan base. Let's just make sure we appeal to our fan base that is going to do what is going to agree or go along with anything we do anyway. So I think their strategy has changed as far as monetization. I think they're just going to make sure that the fans who love this game just continue to eke out a little extra few bucks for it over time. I think they've changed their model a little bit, and this event card thing kind of reinforces that. I don't know.
So I agree with that, but I think they need to move away from the free to play because it's not free to play.
No, I mean, no, I have some free. I've jumped on with alt accounts,
and like you said, that the new player experience is horrendous.
It's pretty bad. But from what I'm hearing, a lot of other games are just as bad as well. So maybe it's just something that just as an industry we have to work towards, or something. Maybe we need to follow someone's lead. It maybe does it well. I don't know. That's a conversation for another day. But
I personally think they need to move away from the free to play and accept that the new player experience is poor. I try to help our son play Destiny just because I'd get a slight kick out of him playing it, and he hated it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He is a 13-year-old boy that loves Apex, loves Overwatch, loves shouting at people 360 no scope.
It's all about the competitive nature.
Yeah, exactly. Crucible would absolutely appeal to him. He lost interest within about 15 minutes.
Well, I think a lot of players today just want to jump in and play. They don't want to have to jump through hoops to get this or that, or be this level before they can do this or that.
Yeah, and taking the pseudo dubious politics out to the equation, he loves Overwatch because in Overwatch, you jump in, you can learn a character pretty quickly.
Don't have to level anything up.
Yeah, exactly. You're all on a level playing field. All you're getting is cosmetics. You get a box every 3 matches or 5 matches or whatever. Yeah. It's been a long time since I played Overwatch.
Yeah, me too.
But he loves that because it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
He loves Star Wars Battlefront because he can run around with a lightsaber, again, telling people they're a noob and they don't know how to 360 no scope.
13-year-olds, what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. But he loves that because it's really simple.
You know what game I played when I was 13? Pong. And Pac-Man. Boy, things have come a long way. Things have come a long way now. Isn't it? That's crazy.
Yeah. So that had absolutely nothing to do with the conversation, Gatr. Thank you so much for chiming in.
I'm just reflecting here. 13-year-olds playing Apex.
Did Paperboy not have a competitive mode?
Not really. I mean, did it? I don't know.
I hated that game so much.
It was kind of
sorry. I've massively derailed this. I apologize.
That's okay. We do it all the time.
It's okay. It's a short swab. So,
yeah.
But no, that's the thing though, is that with this, that it's just not very well received, let alone, I think part of the reason why it's been so not well received is because for those people that are wanting information about next season and they're not getting it, and then they find out that, hey, you're going to have to pay for this. It's like, I don't know, insult to injury for those people that really care about that stuff. So they're going to blow it even more out of proportion, I feel.
All I know is I'm excited about Solstice. That's one of my favorite
I'm not
events.
I like events. This is the reason why. Yeah. I'm as excited for this as I was Guardian games.
All right.
Okay. Well, I don't understand why people are excited for these seasonal events that are so lackluster.
Wait a minute now.
I've got a question for you, Hazel.
Mm-hmm.
On Guardian games, how many titles have you got? Because I've got about 50 that are all just sat waiting to be dismantled.
Oh, yeah, those things.
Or the title. Apologies.
I was going to say, they don't have a title.
Yeah. Let's see here.
That goes back to my question.
I have 4 in my inventory. All right, 5 in my inventory right now. So I've deleted a bunch. And you know what I've gotten for those?
Yeah.
Shards.
Don't start.
What?
Don't start.
What, Gatr?
No, the one thing I saw here, and maybe you said it and I just didn't hear it, is they're now going to have seals for these events, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, who cares?
Lana loves that. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so but that's the thing though. For those type of players who are into seals and that's going to be their driver for getting them into this.
Well,
that pushes me away from it because that means I have to dedicate more time to doing something I don't want to do.
Well, I was just going to say this. I was looking over my triumphs that I've completed for Guardian games, and I'm looking around and I'm going, other than a cosmetic, what do they call them? Banners, emblems, which I don't even really like that emblem. There's really no title or no reason to complete all the triumphs because there's no title. There's no seal for the event. So
the ship looks nice, especially with the RBG.
I got it. I got it. I unlocked that. But
so would a title drive you more to participate.
Well, let's just say
Gatr.
I have 3 triumphs left to do, and one of them is multiple platinum trophies and stuff. Platinum events. I'm not going to do it now because I don't really care. I've gotten everything I want from the event. There's no seal. There's nothing I can put that says, Guardian Gamer or whatever seal would be. So I'm just going to get my score for the 10% banner emblem, and I'm done. But there's no seal, so why complete those triumphs other than triumph score? I know Lana would totally disagree here. She would get all those 20 points, but it's not that big a deal for me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought that was nice that they're going to offer it.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. For those people that's a driver for, then more power to them,
Goes back to all the
Bungie needs people to play those events.
It goes back to all the different kinds of players there are in Destiny. I mean, you're trying to appeal to everybody here, but I derailed us that time. Sorry. All right. What else? Anything else?
That's okay, because basically we're done now. So, another patch note preview. So they're going to update the UX and UI. So the director is going to be it's going to have a little more new style to it, and to make it more scalable. Doing some changes with that. Dares, strange coins are going to go up from 1 to 3. The hard cap is going to be 1570, and the powerful cap is going to be 1560. So those of you that are at pinnacle cap right now, congratulations. All you got to do is do your pinnacles, and then you're at the hard cap. Yeah. And then the floor is going to be still at 1350. So, yeah. Which also means that we're no longer going to be able to use all of our older weapons in raids and things like that, I'm thinking. So.
Well, all I know is I'll be using my blast furnace and iron banner.
I don't even want to rehash that.
Okay, fine, I won't. And there's something about the vault. I thought there was something about the vault.
I'm getting to it, man. Will you?
Sorry.
My goodness, man.
Take a drink.
Why are you so you're just jumping ahead? So you read the TWAB once and you decide to jump ahead. So, yeah.
No, it was part of the wrap up.
So, vault space. Vault space has been increased by 100. Yay.
Yeah, it'll be full in a week.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know.
I don't have a problem.
Full of deep sight weapons that we
exactly, Mr. Monkey. Stored materials, man.
Yeah. So all this means is Gatr is going to have an extra 100 spots to store red boxes.
Yeah,
or ships for Glimmer.
Absolutely. That reminds me, I forgot. I need to get some ships before the next season.
The pain.
And you need to sit on some bounties, do you not?
Oh, I've got bounties stacked up. Oh, yeah.
The pain I feel right now.
Got to know the right ones to stack.
The pain is real.
What?
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Zur will no longer be able to be held hostage. So, sorry about that. I love this note here. Increase score and crossbow damage by 300%, ensuring players will always be one shot by their attacks.
I hate those things.
No matter their power.
Oh, those are frustrating.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing they increased their damage by 300%. So now you know if you get shot, you're going to die instead of hoping that you're, So, but quick side note regarding that was a joke. They're actually going to be bringing that in line after how many years?
Too long.
Yeah. So, yep. And then, so after that, they talk about the dungeon. So with the dungeon, so fun fact for everybody in our Discord, Gatr said that, oh, hey, I thought the raid was coming this next season. And then we were like, no, that's the season after. This season is going to be a dungeon. So Gator's like, yay, more time at the movies. So, what that means is that Gatr is going to do their dungeon once or twice, not get all the loot from it. And then, which the loot is basically, a legendary armor set, per class. Artifice versions will be acquired from Master difficulty. 4 new legendary weapons, 2 reprised legendary weapons, an exotic, a catalyst, an exotic accessory, meaning a ship or a sparrow, and then 2 legendary emblems. So Gator's not going to worry about any of that stuff. He's just going to do it once or twice, or maybe do the catalyst, and then he's going to be out like he was for the other one.
I might get it.
But you may ask, hey, is that dropping on day 1? No, it is not. It's going to be dropping on the on Friday, May 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific, and it's going to be the floor for it is going to be 1550.
Oh, go right.
And Master difficulty will be available day 1 as well.
So we got a few days to prepare before the dungeon later that week. Nice.
Who needs to prepare? Come on.
Well, you know.
So I have a question on that. Reprise weapons. Are we thinking D1? And if so,
I am.
What would we really like to see?
Ooh, good question. I know what I want. I know what the exotic I want the exotic to be. I know it's not going to be, but I want the Red Death back.
It's not a reprised exotic.
Okay.
They've said exotic rather than reprised. Right. Sorry to be a pedant. I apologize.
I don't know. I think it could be a reprised exotic.
I think it will. I want Red Death back. I miss that.
Necrochasm? Question mark?
Ooh, Necrochasm.
I saw something that it could be Necrochasm, or what was the Pulse? The sidearm, that the Trespasser.
Yes.
So not to give anybody too many spoilers there, but there was talk that those 2 weapons could be a future. Yeah, or could have a future.
It was redacted in some material somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but they had to strike it and take it away.
Yeah. But what about the legendaries though that he's talking about?
Good question. As I go to dim for Destiny 1.
Mm-hmm.
And a follow question for the show is it time to start bringing back armor exotics from D1? Because I think it is.
Yeah, I need a Twilight Garrison in my life.
Yep.
No,
it's been too long and they're running out of weapons.
No more dancing.
I would ditch Hunter with the quickness if they give me back Twilight Garrison. So Twilight Garrison, for anybody who doesn't know, is basically an exotic where it gave your Titan the ability to dodge in midair.
Cheat codes.
You're a warlock. You had this ability. Space magic.
Well, hunters do it automatically. Hunters can change.
I thought you were hunter main, Hazel.
I didn't say that. I always said I was a Titan main, and I flirt with Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the weapons I think could be coming back as a reprisal would be the Hawksaw.
Oh, do it, please.
See, listen to that.
You know what I think the exotic's going to be? I think it might be Touch of Malice. I wonder if it's going to be Touch of Malice.
Shut up.
It might be.
It's not going to be Touch of Malice.
I don't know.
It depends what the theme of the dungeon is going to be, if they're going to do a prize one.
Gatr, it's not going to be Touch of Malice because you know how much stuff you had to do to get Touch of Malice.
I know.
And then them just to give it to you.
I don't know. It's Destiny 1. This is Destiny 2.
Discord. Anybody in there or anybody who's listening to this that wants to just tell Gatr that he's wrong, please feel free to jump into our Discord and our show feedback channel and roast him for this thought. Okay.
Fine.
Thank you.
All right. Here's my answer.
You.
I want Hopscotch Pilgrim back. That's what I'm hoping that's what they bring back. It's a great pulse. It's one of my favorite pulse rifles of all time. I love that rifle. What do you think, Mr. Monkey? What do you think they're bringing back? And I want the third eye perk back too, by the way.
I'd like to see Hopscotch Pilgrim come back. It's really, really hard, but I think it will be reprised.
But the Grasp of Malak.
Gatr, you're just looking at them going like, wow.
Oh, bring us back the exotic swords, please.
How about they bring them all back and just call it Destiny Online? That would be nice.
Could we get a new engine with that, please?
Absolutely. Coming right up. Let me get my mixing bowl out. What do you think, Hazel? Did you ever answer the question?
Yeah, I did. I said the Hawksaw.
Yeah,
The
that's
Hawksaw,
it
yeah.
first.
I'll be happy. If you're right
Yeah.
there, I'll be happy with that. Yeah, fast firing pulse, hell yeah.
You know what I really want, though?
What?
To come back. I want some of those D1 Iron Banner weapons to come back.
Oh, yes. Let's see
Oh,
if
we
I
want
have-
the wolf. We want the wolf cloak, surely.
Oh, of
The
course.
D1 armor weapon,
Mm.
the D1 armor ornaments was so good.
The Clever Dragon,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nerwin's Mercy.
I've got a clever dragon right here. Oh, yeah. I remember those days.
See? I mean,
Gosh, I miss those days.
So I've
See?
derailed us from the TWAB massively. I apologise.
that's
you know
okay.
What? We kind
Gator skipped ahead and
see,
talked
okay.
about the,
yeah,
about
There we
the
go.
vault space. So,
there we go.
yeah. So, you're good. You're good. So for anybody who didn't buy the deluxe edition, you can buy the dungeon key for 2,000 silver, and then you can get access to the 2 dungeons that are going to be coming out this year. Then after that, they released some information about Trials. Trials is going to go on a short hiatus after this season until June 10th. And then they showed us an image of the new Trials armor. What do you guys think about this?
I got
The Titan looks like a ram.
Titan looks
The
good.
Hunter or the Warlock looks like no, it doesn't either.
It looked like
The
a
Warlock looks like a hawk.
looks like a pufferfish
thing.
looks terrible.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what's up with that. And then the Hunter looks like a baboon
Yes.
in all of its glory.
Yeah.
Have you seen the tail?
Oh my God, I do now. Hey, is that going to bring a new definition to the shotgun ape? Nailed it.
No, because that's a Warlock, or it's a Hunter thing, or a Titan thing, I mean.
Hmm.
I've seen a lot of people saying that these are animals that were domesticated during Egyptian times. So it's a ram, a hawk, and a baboon.
That does not look like a hawk to me. That looks terrible.
It does. It's got the beak and the wings.
Yeah,
And these-
I'm following what Lumina said. As long as those wings move like gills, that would be super cool.
See, that's what I keep seeing. I don't see wings. I see like gills, like a pufferfish, like gills. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, I think
I
think the Titan's got the roughest one.
The Titan has the most badass one.
Nah,
Compact
Nah.
ram. That looks really good.
that ram's
Nah.
really subtle. It's too subtle for Titans.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a ram until I started like really looking at the picture and
I didn't
stuff.
even know it was a Titan. I
But
thought it was a Hunter until I saw them Titan mark. I
But
thought it was a Warlock.
I do think that the Hunter has the win though. Look at the arms and like the fur on the arms too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it's escaping from the armor.
it's like Planet of the Apes.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And then, well, the Warlock though, it's got the feathers on the arms there.
Yeah,
I like the Warlock Bond.
It's
I think the
just the
Bond's
helmet.
really cool.
the helmet's
Yes.
so bad. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I like the Titan.
I'm looking forward to getting all 3 armor sets though.
I
But you know, I need the ornaments in my life.
I'll tolerate trials and get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mr. Monkey, the question, I know this question was posed in our show chat question or our podcast questions.
Which
Are you
muted
going?
temporarily?
He muted up.
So are you going to be maining a hunter? And I don't know who asked it, but I'll find it. And when I do, I will.
No,
Oh,
but
wait,
I
no,
will
it's Helios. It was Helios.
I love Helios. No, well, I won't be, but I really want that baboon helmet.
Yeah, his question was, are you pleased to be getting an honorary helmet for your hunter next season? If so, will you become a hunter main? And finally, rate your best and worst raid encounter, and why are they worst and best? Impromptu question.
Do you want me to answer the raid question?
Sure.
So anything involving anyone who's put up with me in a raid will know that my answer is probably the jumping puzzles. I absolutely hate them. But the proper answer on that is probably the opening encounter of Crown. That it was too long. Really, really too long. Favourite encounter, the sort of new hotness is Exhibition, and that is super, super, super fun. But nice. I also really, really like Vault, and it's my favourite raid, but Atheon's got a special part in my heart. I love Atheon. It's so fun.
Nice. When you mentioned Exhibition, is that with or without Gatr? Sorry, moving on.
Without.
What? What? What was that?
Always with Gatr. It's always a pleasure to raid.
He is my raid buddy. You picked the wrong question there, Hazel. Me and him always buddy up when we do the raid. Yeah,
that's why you answered it twice and said once with and once without. Oh. So they also have a new. Yeah, I bet you didn't. They also have a new ghost shell for trials and a new ship, which looks really, really awesome.
I like the ghost shell too. It looked good.
But no one will use that ship unless it's as fast as always on time. That's a shame.
Or if those feathers don't move.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you don't go flawless and you can't get it, like myself. So, yeah. Okay. The Bungie Foundation, they are going to be doing some more here regarding donating. For anyone who donates $25 in a single donation to the team page, will receive a new emblem that will be distributed on June 10th. And this is for Xenomath, where basically they're going to teach that math is, useful for everyday things and, helping, underprivileged kids and things like that, giving them kind of a leg up and trying to, put everybody on the same playing field. Okay. And then aside from that, shit's broken.
There it is.
Movies. Art. Ooh, I love that art. That Titan with the skulls.
That's really cool. That is really cool.
Yes, exactly. That Hunter looks pretty awesome. And then there's a date night one that looks pretty fun too. Okay. And then one last thing here. They talk about a synaptic spear that they made in real life that I think Astacross is going to be one of the people who gives one of these out. Fun fact. And then they included some lore. And then aside from that, that's it. And touch grass. And cheers, DMG. And see you basically next season.
Yeah, I know DMG likes cats. I know he does. All right. Thanks, Hazel. Appreciate that. Yeah, we kind of
Did you find a cat in the TWAB, by the way?
No.
Can we not talk about what hidden image is in the TWAB? Because that is genius.
Yeah, that hidden image in there.
Not very well hidden, but super fun.
Right.
Yep.
Thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate it. I'm going to move right past that comment. All right. You see, I did that. All right. Thanks, Hazel. Appreciate it. That was kind of a TWAB plus Destiny discussion. I actually like that. That was a great talk, guys. Great talk.
That was.
Yeah, I like that. That's what I love about this show. All right.
Sorry if I derailed it slightly.
You never derail it.
No, that was great.
We love it.
That was great.
Hey, this is about news and topics, so that's what we did. And speaking of those questions we were asking you, Mr. Monkey, we got a ton more, and we're going to do that with our community questions, which we'll do right after this. Hey, Guardians. Would you like to send a question for the show to us? There are 4 easy ways to do it.
First, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, and you can just lurk or hang out and jump right in and talk to us, whatever you'd like to do. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also occasionally tweet about our upcoming show and guest, and you can respond there with your question at Guardian_D_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/GuardianDowncast, all one word, and we'll play it live on the show.
Thanks to all of you out there who do listen to our show. And Toddles.
And later, Guardian.
Hey, man, that's my line.
What?
Yeah.
Says who?
It's in the script. It's my line. All right, boys and girls, it is that time of our show. This is where we get our questions from our community, and man, we have a lot of speak pipes. I gotta say, Hazel, I'm loving these speak pipes, man. I love hearing these people's beautiful voices, so we're gonna start with Uncle Scumdeath. Here we go.
Hello, Scumdeath here. Question for Mr. Monkey. If you go out for a meal with your mates or your partner, where do you go? Because when the Americans say where they go, I've never heard of the places. We don't have them in the UK. So I might have a better idea of where you go. So where do you go out for a nice meal at a restaurant? Anyway, ladies, love you.
Thank you, Uncle Scumdeath. What do you think, Mr. Monkey?
I just normally go out for an Indian. I know that's something that is close to Hazel's heart. We've got an Indian near here that's been open since the 60s, and it's really, really nice. And I'm a child, so I normally order the hottest thing on the menu. And I love Scumdeath, by the way. He's my favourite person.
He's a great guy.
Ever.
Well, speaking of Uncle Scumdeath, we got another one here for you. Here we go.
Hello, Scumdeath here. Question for Mr. Monkey. If you had to move to another city in England, where would it be? Anyway, stay safe. Here's to the Sherpas, bye. Go.
Mr. Monkey, where'd you move if you had a choice?
As he scares me, Plymouth. If I'm being honest, probably I'd really love to live in Edinburgh, or Bristol's really cool.
Bristol.
So either Edinburgh or Bristol.
What do you like about those two places?
Well, I've never been to Bristol, but it looks amazing. Edinburgh. Did you get to go to Edinburgh when you came over here?
I don't remember.
Gatr?
I only had a week. I don't think so.
Edinburgh's really nice.
I went to
They've
Bath.
got a really cool castle.
Yeah.
So Bristol's really similar to Bath, but it's got a... I nearly said something that might get me in trouble with people who live in Bath, but Bristol's got a lot better musical heritage, a lot better for art, and I'd love to go to Bristol. Brighton's really cool, actually.
Oh,
I know you went to Brighton,
yeah.
So Brighton, yeah.
The beach, man.
I'll say Brighton, unless Scumdeath pins me down and makes me say Bristol, or Mo pins me down and makes me say Leicester.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to go with one from Hammercrasher here.
Hey guys, Hammercrasher here. Not so much a question, but a statement. Mr. Monkey, you are an awesome dude. I put an LFG out to get some help to take my 9-year-old through his first grasp of avarice, and you answered and took him through with me, and he had an awesome time and got some spikes put in him. And it was his first time ever talking to a British person. But you're a good dude. I'd like to play more with you. Have a good one.
Aww.
That was nice.
That was one of my favourite experiences. That was such fun. And I really like helping people. That's one of the things that keeps me motivated about the game. And that's what drives me forwards. I'd love to be able to Sherpa. I'm not as good as Hazel or Kingsley or Gatr.
I was going to say, where's my name?
Of that. Yeah, do you know what?
It's okay, you
You are such a good Sherpa. You don't appreciate how good you are.
Thanks, man.
But that was something that I really, really enjoyed.
I just want to keep a positive attitude when we're raiding. You know, I'm on the same line as Elmer Fudd. It's about having fun with friends.
I'd love to raid with Fudd, but honestly, Gatr, every time we've ever raided together, I've really, really enjoyed it.
Thanks, man.
I've wanted to throttle you at some times, but
it's okay. Hazel does it all the time.
That's part of the experience, I guess.
It is.
But it's nice to spend time with other people and be able to share and help people. And doing this is super easy, and it didn't take that long. And it was such a pleasure to do with Hammer Crasher and his son. I really, really enjoyed that. It's one of my top 5 gaming moments.
Aww.
Very nice. Well, let's keep them rolling. We got another one from Rodimus.
Hey guys, Rodimus here. Question for Mr. Monkey. Why do you enjoy watching American football, and why must you root for the Detroit Lions?
Detroit Lions fan?
Is that soccer? Question mark?
That's Rodimus. That's Rodimus.
That's glorious.
Why American football? Why not regular? I didn't say the S word.
I've not watched American football in probably since the 80s.
Okay.
Stroke 90s. Yeah, I'm old.
Okay. We'll keep it rolling here. Another one from Rodimus.
Hey guys, Rodimus here. Question for the show. When are you guys going to get your mods under control? They're like that neighborhood dog who's always getting out and causing trouble and getting other dogs pregnant. I'd be curious to know.
Burning Wing. What did you do now?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think Ban Davis had the best things to say.
You're in charge of the Chaos Channel, Hazel. This is on you.
And I'm not in charge of that Chaos Channel. That Chaos Channel is like the Wild West to a degree. So, yeah. I just work here.
Oh, come on. Really? All right.
Yeah.
That sounds like devolved responsibility to me.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like
doesn't it?
Me. Yep.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it should. I hope it does. But
yeah.
Besides, Ban Davis had like the best things to say, and he said that he appreciated having Burning Wing as a mod, and he wishes that Burning Wing could be a mod in all of the channels that he's in. So, I think that's just a testament to our ability to pick mods.
For the record, that was your pick. All right.
It was, yeah. And for the record, Ban Davis said no such thing about that. He actually said just the opposite.
I have a feeling he did, yeah. I was just playing along. All right. We got one here from Miner. Miner, what's up?
Hey, everybody. Miner here. So we just got a message from my son's baseball team saying that they're going to start doing walk-up songs. And I think I pissed my son off because the last thing I told him before he went to school today was I was going to tell his team that he wanted Rick Astley as his walk-up song. So there's a question for you guys. I think it may have been asked before, but I'm not sure. But if you could have a walk-up song, what would it be? For me, I couldn't tell you. There's too many songs to name. Maybe Spectre by Judas Priest. Thanks for everything you guys do. Later.
Thanks, Miner. Appreciate that. Well, we'll start with our guest.
Thank you. That was kind of hard to hear.
Yeah, it was a little low. I think he was in his car when he sent that one in.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure that, but it kind of cut out a little bit. Like I heard what he said. I didn't hear the song that he picked for his son, but
it was a Judas Priest song.
For his son?
Oh, for his son. Oh, Rick Astley. He was going to Rickroll him.
That's amazing.
His son did not
That's
like that.
That's a parent win.
That is a parent win.
That's a parent win.
Hell yeah. But if we had a walk-up song, Mr. Monkey, what would your walk-up song be?
Motley Crue and Primal Scream or Kickstart My Heart. One of the two.
Oh, great song.
I'm a 90s kid. What can I say?
Yeah. I hear you, man. It'd be Back in Black for me.
Oh, great choice.
Did you pick that one?
Son of a bitch.
I'm glad I answered first.
Yeah, but you asked the question, man.
I didn't ask it. Minor asked that question. I didn't ask it. All right, fine. Damn, Kickstart
No,
My
I'll
Heart
look for
was
a
good.
different one.
Kickstart My
I'll
Heart's
look for a different one.
Every time I go on the Rock and Roller Coaster at Universal here in Orlando, I always pick that song. It's such a great song for a roller coaster ride. If you ever go
you can
on
pick songs on roller coasters?
Yeah. It's called Rock and Roller Coaster. Rock, I can't remember exactly the name of it, but you get to pick some songs that it will play for the entire ride. Yeah, it's at Universal. If you ever go to Universal Studios and you get on the Rock and Roller Coaster, pick Kickstart My Heart from Motley Crue. It is the best song to listen to when you're getting thrown around on a roller coaster. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super fantastic. He says as he's like scrolling through all the songs, I'm trying to find one.
No, I go right to it every time. I pick the same song.
All right. I'm just going to pick one at random here. I'll go with What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow.
Okay. Good question, Minor. Thank you for that, buddy. Let's see.
Yeah, great question.
Yeah. It's been asked before, but I always have a different answer. We have
same here.
Yeah. We have another one from Uncle Scumdeath.
Hello, Scumdeath here. My brother went shopping earlier, and so I went with him, and we trawled all the aisles, and then I found a yo-yo for £1.99. So I've bought it, and it's absolutely amazing. Oh, it takes me right back to my childhood. So my question for the show is, when did you buy something that took you right back to your childhood? Class! Anyway, gotta go. Gotta do some yo-yoing. Yo!
I love that guy.
So do I. He's my hero.
I think I know what Hazel's answer is going to be, but I'm curious what yours is.
Yeah. I really can't think of an answer for this one. I have bought a yo-yo recently, so I'm going to stick with that.
Okay. Hazel?
Yeah, mine's got to be the Rubik's Cube.
I knew it was going to be that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been playing with that, and I've gotten it down to like a sub 5-minute completion, and I'm like, oh. So, yeah.
But the great thing about having kids is you get to relive your childhood. And the one thing I definitely remember my son and I doing was model rockets. It didn't stick for very long because we'd lose the rocket as soon as you shot it because it went so high and the wind would just blow it away. And we have a bunch of trees and it just gets stuck somewhere. But model rocketry, man, that was so much fun as a kid. So, okay, we have one more final one here from... Well, actually, we have one more from Rodimus. Let's just keep rolling here. Here we go.
Hey guys, Rodimus here. Why is Team Brittany the best, and why haven't you joined #Team Brittany?
I didn't even know there was such a thing. #Team Brittany? What? What's going on here?
I think this is the channel that Hazel's in charge of, so we just devolve responsibility to him for this question.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. It's part of the Chaos channel. So yeah, I am Team Brittany. So yeah,
okay,
it's fun there. That's the reason why.
All right, I have another one.
I thought you'd be Team Hades. He'll be not happy with you, Hazel.
I didn't know there was a Team Hades. Is there a Team Hades?
I'm sure there is.
No, I think it's just Team Brittany. And that's the only team that I ever see in there.
Oh, I'm #Team Hades all the way.
Well, if there's a Team Hades, then I'm going to refuse to answer.
Yeah, I'm going to stay neutral party here. I like both of them. Okay.
Gatr. Imagine that. Gatr not making a decision.
No,
I thought I sat on the fence.
I don't have enough information for that answer.
He has an actual seat on the fence. So
yeah, it's permanently welded to the fence. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't want to offend anyone. Me, I'm like, I'm,
Yeah, whatever.
I'll call people out and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Sure. All right, Scumdeath. He's got another one. He was a busy man this week.
Hello, Scumdeath here. Question for the show. What's your favorite gaming map? Love you.
Gaming map. Like any game? Gaming map.
Yeah. What are the odds? Gatr says Destiny.
No, he's talking about the actual map in the game. Mr. Monkey, what's your favorite gaming map?
I love any map that you can open up and explore so like the Far Cry stuff, but it's got to be God of War. The new God of War, exploring it with Kratos, is really cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good one.
See, I play something else other than Destiny.
I just
occasionally.
play Destiny.
Yeah,
Do other
too,
games
but
exist?
I'm pretending that I do, Gatr. Don't worry.
Okay, you're
looked it
carrying
up
the sword for both of
at-
us.
Yeah, I just looked it up on YouTube.
Exactly. I didn't see. Contrary to everyone else in this party, I don't have Google open. I go what's on top of my head. So I'm speaking.
Yeah, Kakis told.
Yeah, that shows.
Kakis gave me a 10-minute "What's the best maps in Destiny" video, so I just skipped that.
Favorite map, Hazel?
Favorite map? I gotta go with the game that's been remade like 7 times.
Resident Evil?
No, the RPG one by not Bethesda.
Skyrim?
Skyrim. Yeah. I've got a book. It's like 400 pages, I think, and it's like a walkthrough, one of those like guides.
Oh my god!
And it's just, I mean, yeah, the map in there is just massive.
That's a massive game. It really is.
It is. It's awesome.
My answer is not what you guys think. It's going to be Drive-In from Call of Duty. I love that map. I still have dreams about that map. You could go behind the drive-in and shoot people and go underneath the projection area. And then you got all the snack bars and stuff. Yeah, Drive-In, man. I love that map. I still think of that map every now and then from Call of Duty. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the question.
You said favorite map.
Okay, moving on.
Okay. That means we have another one from Rodimus.
Sorry, I just realized I had one more question. Gatr, why do you have 6 accounts? And also on the 6 accounts, do you just play Warlocks or do you play all the classes?
I thought I explained this last week. My main account, I have all 3. On my only 2 alt accounts I'm using right now is Get Toddled, and that's all 3. And my Gatr Bounty Hunter alt account is just one singular Warlock. So my other accounts, I believe, have all 3 as well. I like I said, there's no benefit to having 3 of the same characters anymore. Larman, Kentucky, looking at you with your Titans. No, there's no reason to have. You should enjoy all the characters in Destiny. And yeah, I believe we have. Oh no, I'm just gonna play it.
Hi, fellas. This is Laz of Laz and Laz Associates. Not that Laz, the other Laz, the handsome one. I'm here to inform you that you still have yet to make the payments required, and we've added more legal documents to everything, so that's definitely not good. And since you've declined to answer any of these, as far as I'm aware, I don't listen to your podcast, I just assume you didn't answer, I am forced to bring in my cleaner, who you won't see him, but you'll know he's there just based on various little things around your town. So I'll let him speak. His accent's a little off, so don't worry about that. I don't know anything that's happening around here right now. Can you pick an accent and stick to it? Yeah, I'll pick an accent and stick to it. You don't have to blend in like that. You can do regular things. I don't need to do regular things like that. I told you to stick to the script. Why are you not sticking to the script? You told me we had 5 minutes. Max duration 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, but it doesn't mean that you just speak for 5 minutes in various accents. They're going to know it's you when you're around. Besides, aren't you supposed to be stealthy? I'm as stealthy as it comes. So you're telling me that you're going to be able to be stealthy around a Florida and an Ohio town with your Scottish accent that dips into Irish, that dips into probably a lot of other European accents that most people will just... Yeah, never mind. This isn't a good idea. If you see him around, just ignore him. Don't give him money. He'll ask for euros. You probably don't have those. Don't worry about that. Instead, we will actually use an actual agency because it turns out that the people we use simply do not work. To your guest tonight, Mr. Monkey, don't worry about what was in the spoilers. I'm very tight-lipped. I did not send out any emails to anybody about that. What's this? Oh, that was the forward button? Oh, I forwarded those spoilers to everybody. Well, I'll delete those and make it seem like it was straight from you, Mr. Monkey. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, expect another bill to be sent via carrier pigeon, because that is the fastest and most efficient way to send mail. And, what are you breaking?
We wanted to break.
Why do you want to break the fort? This is what lawyer dollars pay for. Have a nice night.
Hazel, we're going to have to pay him eventually, man. We're not going to shake him.
Maybe we shouldn't pay him, and we can get more voicemails like this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, I would be more concerned about the Scottish something planer.
That'll fit right in here because we have tourism everywhere. He'd fit right in Orlando. So, yeah.
It sounded like Shrek.
Donkey. Yeah.
Oh my God. Thanks, Laz. I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good. All right, Hazel, we are finally to our Discord questions. So we got to pick out the ones for Mr. Monkey here. Let's get rolling.
Yes, I have one right here.
Okay.
Okay, actually, there is a ton for you, sir.
Oh, dear.
Yep. Okay, so the first one here is from Lana. What title are you most proud of, and or which title do you wish you had?
Oh, I love Lana. The title that I'm most proud of is probably the one that I don't wear, which is 2020, just because it was so much fun getting it, doing all the raids with friends and begging, borrowing, stealing people to help me get through that. And I'd love to get a raid title. I'd really, really love that. And my favourite raid's Fog, so I'd really like Fatebringer.
Sorry, my dog was barking. I was trying to mute myself. Hope you didn't hear that. Daytime.
I didn't. It's okay. It's just somebody pissing on your car.
Probably.
Again, for cutting you up.
Yeah, it's not me this time. No.
At least they're not shitting on your car.
Unbelievable.
All right. So, while Gatr is sorting himself out,
is he talking about his car again?
What is that yellow streak on my car? What the hell?
At least it's not a brown streak.
Again, don't ask me. It's not me this time.
Okay, fine.
Too good to stop in Kansas, Arogi, a.k.a. Soccerogi. Question for the monkey. What's your favorite dish from UK? What's an American dish that you desire to try?
So, I don't know a lot about American cuisine, but I'd really, really like to try Deep South cooking, like Creole, that sort of thing. And that really, really appeals to me. In terms of the UK, do you have Yorkshire puddings over there?
No.
Question mark. So
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I know about it.
So do you know what it is?
No.
Yeah, so Yorkshire pudding, I don't know if you get it over there. So basically you take a pancake mix, put a bit of salt in it, get a muffin tray with maybe a centimetre of oil in it, get it smoking hot, and pour the batter in, and it puffs up like a massive sort of doughy cup. That's really cool with roast dinner. I know that Scum Death absolutely hates this, but also if you get a slightly bigger dish, you can put sausages in it and make toad in the hole. Or my absolute favourite is to get a bigger dish, make it almost plate size, and use it to serve like a stew, like a beef and ale stew or vegetable stew or something like that.
Wait a minute. I thought this was a pudding. Pudding's like dessert over here. This is a meal?
It's called Yorkshire. It's called Yorkshire pudding because it was traditionally served as a pudding with honey in it because it was really, really cheap to make. Oh. And if you were super poor, it would make something go a long way. But yeah.
Oh, I did not know
Try it
this.
when you come over, Gatr.
I will.
I will definitely buy. You come over to England, I'll treat you to a Yorkshire pudding.
Sounds good to me.
That sounds fantastic, actually.
Yeah,
I was looking it up on that thing called Google Gatr.
What?
And
Look at Toad in the Hole, Hazel.
I did, yeah.
With onion gravy is superb.
Ooh,
Obviously, I don't eat meat,
sounds
so
good.
You've got me sold on the onion gravy already.
Gravy, you had me an onion.
Yeah. So, Gatr, what you're thinking of for like American puddings would actually be closer to a custard.
Oh, okay. Over there.
What they would call custard. Yeah.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Although custard is better than our pudding.
There's going to be some translation issues.
You know, I will say this: when I went over there and had some of the meals from some of the pubs over there, because we lived at where we went, it was a timeshare. It was in the country, and the only place you could eat was pubs. Pubs were the places. There were no restaurants. You just go to pubs. Everyone had a local one. And I had, they have, one thing I love is like pot pies. And I don't know what you call them over there, but it's like a beef pie or a chicken pie. And they are fantastic. Everyone says that the food in England is not the greatest. I think it was fantastic. And the tart,
like a pie with a short crust base?
Yes. Yeah, with a short, it's like a little mini pie, but it has like beef and carrots, like a stew inside.
Yep.
It's really good. And, I love all kinds of, mush peas mush, all that mush stuff. I love that stuff. My wife was like, no peas, thank you. No, okay, never mind. But yeah, there's some really great food over there. Really great food. And the fish and chips, I actually had fish and chips on the Brighton Pier. Brighton, what do they call it? Pier, I guess? Bridge?
Yep.
Really, really
It's
good.
pier.
And the fish is thick as heck over there, too.
Brighton's a really, really nice place.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great for being a vegetarian as well, because it's got so many vegetarian restaurants.
Oh, yeah. Brighton's a great place. Okay.
Hey, I've got a question.
Yeah.
So, with fish and chips, okay, I'm just curious, do you eat it with the malt vinegar?
I do not.
Yeah, but my wife does, because my wife puts malt vinegar on everything. But are you aware of what scraps are? Because I've had this conversation with Kingsley.
No.
So scraps are the little bits of batter that have been fried with the fish, where you just get little bits of sort of crispy batter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And you get them free from the fish and chip shop. They're really, really nice.
Nice. Yeah, I remember that being on the bottom of they gave me like a little boat with the fish and chips in it, and on the bottom was all these like little pieces. I was like, what the heck is all this? Yeah. I was delighted. Food is one thing I have a very good memory for, so. Very good.
If you come back here, I'll sort you out.
Sounds good to me. All right. Moving on here, we have Sweaty Spooks, or Spooks the Sweaty One. 3 questions for Mr. Monkey. First one is, you are given a highly talented team of devs to create your very own dream exotic, be it weapon or armor. What do you make? How does it tie into your favorite build or make it better? And what shader are you going to apply to it?
So am I allowed to say that I want a cheat code that gets me through jumping puzzles?
Okay, say whatever you want. It's an exotic.
That's Titan, though. That's Titan Thunder Crash.
I would... I'd like that, but also I'd really like to see them bring back some of the... I can't remember what they were calling D1 now, where you punched an enemy and it made it friendly.
Oh,
I think that would be a really interesting exotic. I can't remember what they were called now.
God, I don't
that
either.
was that was Fellwinter, wasn't it? Fellwinter's?
Wasn't it a gun? That was a gun.
No,
they were like Iron Lord ornaments, or they weren't called ornaments, but they were something like that, weren't they?
Was it an artifact?
Yeah, it
was an artifact.
Yes, it was an artifact. Yeah,
you could turn an enemy against their. You make them an ally. Yeah,
yeah. So I'd like that.
That was pretty cool. I like that. That was a good idea. Yeah, great.
If I can't get skip jumping puzzles, I'll take that.
All right. Fair enough. A second question. You get 1 day to have and do whatever you want. What's the dream meal for the day? Where are you? And what are you doing?
So, again, this might lose some translation. Do you get tapas over there?
Yeah.
We do.
Cool. So, my favourite time was I went to Barcelona for my 30th birthday and had tapas and got super drunk with my wife. So,
That's fun.
that was probably my favourite day.
It's fun when your wife joins
Nice.
in with you. I love that. I love that idea.
Yeah, we went to Barcelona. Barcelona is an amazing city. If you ever get a chance to visit it, definitely do.
Never been
it's
to
really
Spain.
nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Okay, and he has one more question. Every one of us has a different thing that will get that dopamine hit from when it comes to Destiny. What part of the game has you most engaged, and what do you like doing with your time in the game? I kind of answered that earlier, but maybe reiterate it here.
Bounties?
Thank you.
No, the bit that really, really I love is seeing people learn new stuff. And if I can teach, I'm not as good as you guys, but being able to teach encounters in dungeons or raids is something I really aspire to.
Nice. I like it.
That's awesome.
Let's see. I'm just trying to keep the clock moving here.
That was quite a wholesome answer.
That was a good answer.
It was.
I like it.
Made me smile.
Appealing to the inner Kingsley in you. Okay, Hazel. I think we got a few more.
All right. Here we go. So, the next one here is from Hammer Crasher. And he asks, question for the monkey. You've mentioned a horrible sleep schedule, and I've seen you on all hours of the day and night. When do you sleep, man?
Yeah, I agree.
About 4 hours a day. But I'm of the age where naps is socially acceptable, so lots of naps.
Amen, man. The nap is great. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Watch this. You nap all the time. I'm like, honey, I'm old now. I can
I'm
have a
old.
nap. I can have a nap.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm cantankerous. Leave me alone.
Yeah. You best not wake me up. That's for sure. Nice. Okay, I'm going to keep it rolling. This is from Kingsley Mac. I love this term. Tell us about any tea traditions you may have. What kind do you drink specifically? How do you prepare it? What time of day? What else you eat with it? You know, things us Americans might not know or appreciate.
So, two things, and one I think I've confused people with before. Sometimes when I say I'm making tea for my family, tea's like the evening meal that you might have at like 6 or 7 o'clock. So tea's not only a drink, it's a meal. So tea's pretty straightforward. I agree with Scum Death. It's never made in the microwave. Sorry, Gatr. I drink Yorkshire Gold, and it is tea bag, hot water, milk, and I have a chocolate digestive with it, which I don't know how well that translates over there. I don't know if that's classed as cookie. I don't want to say biscuit because I know biscuit means something different for you guys.
Okay. Now, is that black tea? Yorkshire Gold? Is that a black tea?
I have it with milk. My wife has it with no milk because she doesn't like milk, so she has it black. It's like an English breakfast tea.
Okay, that's what I was asking. What kind
when
of
you when you've come over here, you'd have had English breakfast tea.
Oh, I'm gonna have it. Believe me, I missed that last time I was there. I have an appreciation for tea now. Thanks to you, by the way.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. My wife, she drinks English breakfast tea every day.
Nice. Yeah, there's my daughter was drinking for a long time hot teas, and because we have sweet tea all over the place down here, but the hot tea is really nice at night. And we have digestive tea too. It has like something in it that's supposed to help your digestive system. I don't know, but nice. I like it.
Did that answer King's question?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
And you say it's a meal just because it comes with a...
No, so
digestive?
we also use the phrase tea for a meal.
Okay.
So I don't know what you call your meal that you have in the evening.
Like dinner?
Somewhere between 5 and 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, dinner.
Yeah, we might call that tea.
Okay.
So you have breakfast, dinner, and tea.
No, we have breakfast,
Maybe
lunch, and
supper.
dinner.
Yeah, and maybe you have supper if you're super posh. I'm not super posh.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Nice.
Out of curiosity, do you have like a bigger lunch then? Tea to me sounds like a kind of like a smaller meal.
It depends. When I'm personally, so today I've cooked a pasta bolognese type thing for lunch. But normally if I'm working, we'll just have pretty much nothing at lunch and then a main meal at tea time.
Okay.
So we'd call it tea time. So sometimes when I've been raiding or whatever, I'm just having tea. I think people think it's the drink, but it's not always.
I see. Good.
Beautiful. Nice.
I'm learning something today.
Yeah. Wow. About time. Okay. So, how Kingsley said he loves this term. It's where it says QFT monkey.
Yes.
So a question for the monkey. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Hades started this actually with this question. Question for the monkey.
Hashtag teammate Hades, by the way.
He asks, how many people did you lure to their death in Grasp? You know exactly what I'm on about.
I only lured him about 3 or 4 times because me and him did it 2 times. But however, I'll tell you who the worst person for Grasp is. And it's our mutual friend, Thumbs. Nicest guy on the planet. An absolute bastard
He's
when
a
it
different
comes
person.
to
I know.
when it comes to Grasp.
I run a few with him.
Absolute sod.
Yeah. We all 3 of us ran one time. I remember I actually recorded some.
And what I loved, Gatr, is the fact you'd done it before and he was still saying to you, which button do you want to press? And you were like, oh, I'll go and press this one. Got him down. Oh, I'll go and press this one. Got him down. I'll go and press this one. Got him down.
You know what the problem is?
So awesome.
I don't run them enough, so when I come back to running one again, I forget which door to go in, and I get freaking trolled all over again.
But Thumbs is the nicest person in the world ever. But honestly, when it comes to tricking people in Grasp, he kills people with kindness.
He does.
That's amazing. I love it. Fun fact, I may or may not have shown him that trick, but yeah. Yeah, I'll never forget raiding or doing that with him and just like...
Oh, it's the fun of taking someone new through it. Which one do you want to pick? Door A or door B? We'll just stay back in the moat while you pick one of them.
Yes,
and then
exactly.
you go, oh, door B looks really interesting, doesn't it? Guiding down. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. My favorite thing is to stand by the wrong door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, come on, let's go. And I don't tell them to pick that door. I'm just standing by it magically.
Yeah. I just hope the new dungeon has that level of fun in it.
Same here.
Yeah, that is a trolley map. Man. That's a trolley dungeon, man. That's for sure. It's fun. It's fun though. I enjoy those. Those are a lot of fun. Do we have any more for Mr. Monkey? Because I have one I want to finish on. It's about the new season.
I believe that is it. Actually.
Okay. Good questions.
Yeah, those are awesome.
All right. Well, I'll take us out with this one. This is from Grackle. Question for the show: what's more likely to happen? Number 1, we get a new Gambit map. Number 2, we found out what Elsie Bray's Fish Ghost was supposed to be. But seriously, how refreshing would it be to get a new Gambit map, or even just to have an old one brought back? What do you guys think?
I don't we're never going to get Elsie Bray's Fish Ghost thing.
No.
That's never, ever, ever coming back, I don't think.
Bring on Gambit.
But I don't get why we've not got the Gambit maps back. The Tangled Shore one wasn't the best, but it's still better than nothing. I mean, I unapologetically love Gambit. It's one of my favorite things.
I love Gambit. But you know what I'm getting tired of with Gambit, Mr. Monkey? Playing the same damn map over and over. No, it's just the fact that there's really like 3 or 4 maps that when I'm always playing, there's only 3 or 4 maps that we scroll through, and that's it. There's nothing different. Yeah, it's stupid. And like I've gilded my dredging title every season, and it's painful. But I do it because I enjoy Gambit. Shush, Hazel.
Do you consider yourself a masochist? No, I'm just kidding.
asking for a friend. I unapologetically love Gambit because it can be fun. It just needs. I've put this in the Discord. I think with a few tweaks, it could be a lot better. They need to get rid of the gating on the primeval.
Yes.
It's painful to get it down to a sliver, and then someone invades, normally with Galahorn, and it's super boring, and they just wipe you, and you're back to square one again. That's not fun. It's not fun for anyone.
You know what's even more frustrating is you get them down to a sliver. He gets a shield. You're frantically running to find where the whatever the witches are. I can't remember. I never can remember what they're called.
The
envoys. Thank you. It's probably the 4th time you told me that. And you see the other team just melting them, and you would have easily won that if there wasn't but for some reason they don't get it cut off on a sliver. They just melt them and it's done. It's so frustrating right now. It really is. It really presses my luck.
I pretty much play Gambit solo. I've played it with teams before, but I'm pretty much solo just because of my time zone stuff.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, with a little few tweaks, and I think I put this on my little TED talk on the Discord, it could be so much better. Make people invade with the artifact from Vow. It's already in the game. Just give them the artifact. So make them run Blight. So all they can do is pretty much just pew, 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 or the main pulse. Just give them that rather than running in with Galahorn. It's boring.
It's a problem. I mean, when everyone kills you with a Galahorn, every time you try to invade, it's just old. It just takes away.
That sounds like a you problem.
It just cheapens the game. I mean, give us other ways of. I mean, I use the Eyes of Tomorrow forever, but now that they've gotten rid of the when you aim down sights, you get rid of where you're trying to shoot. I mean, I like that change sometimes, but just
give us something better to invade with. There's too much heavy and ammo economy in the mode anyway, and just the health gating.
It's going to be a tough game to fix.
I will get off my soapbox about Gambit. It's something I feel really passionate about.
I still think they should have the roll system like they did before in Gambit Prime, but with have it as a mod for your armor, you know? Just
100%.
Yeah.
Having to grind that armor out in Reckoning was the worst part of that experience. Yeah. If that armor was available to you anyway, and you could just say, do you know what? I'm going to be I can't remember which one it was. I'm going to be the guy that just stands by the bank, keeps it clear.
I like Sentry.
Yeah.
That's what Hazel 100%.
Does. Or I'm going to be Reaper, or I'm going to be Invader, or I'm going to be the other one. Right. That was super clear.
Yeah, and it forced everyone into doing a certain way of playing the game.
But to put it behind Reckoning, which Reckoning was an all right 3-player thing, but the fact that it was tied to Gambit, I'm going to get off my soapbox anyway.
I know we can definitely.
Otherwise, I will talk for about another hour.
I know, I get it. I get it,
and my frustrations with it.
I know we both do. We both do. Yeah. Well, hey,
so
go ahead.
Well, hey, quick side question here. I know we're going long, but I got to know. So, okay, you guys play Gambit a lot more than I do. Mm-hmm. I just find Gambit boring. I mean, it's fun for me when I'm invading and things like this with Gallahorn shooting people. Sorry, I love you though. But what's like one small thing that they could do, or maybe one big thing that you think would like make people play Gambit more?
I already mentioned mine. It's the rolls. Have it as an armor mod. That way people can have an advantage for playing the way they want to play the game. What about you, Mr. Murphy?
So I have a counter question for Hazel.
Uh-oh.
If you had to play one between Strikes and Gambit, which would you choose?
Strikes.
Why?
Hands down, Strikes.
What about Strikes is better than Gambit?
It's quick.
Predictable.
So,
but that's the thing, Gatr, is that to me, Gambit lasts way too long.
So if Gambit was quicker, because you like PvP more than I do, and most people who like PvP like it because it's always different.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fair comment?
Not for me, but I can definitely understand that. I mean, it's like Gatr always compares it to chess and says that it's, it's the chess match for it.
So if we took GMs, which is something we both love, out of Strikes, what is it about Strikes you would rather play rather than Gambit? Is it the speed or is it the fun? That's what she said. I had to do it, sorry. I've watched way too much of
just
this.
for that. That was a long setup just to get to that point, but I applaud you. No, no, but I mean, I think that it's a different mindset. So like when I go into a GM, I'm going into it for that ability, for that basically like I've got to be spec'd out. I've got to be, and that.
So
and
if you took GMs out of it and you're talking absolute vanilla, basic, do 3 of these with a subclass equipped, and you'll get a drop versus Gambit. What is it about Strikes that you would rather run over Gambit?
That's tough. I mean,
he just wants to get it over with, Mr. Monkey.
So if you just want to get it over and done with, if they were the same amount of time commitment,
if it were the same amount of time,
which one would you have most fun doing? Gambit, which is less predictable than a Strike.
Yeah. I mean, I would, if they were the same amount of time, basically like 5 to maybe 9 minutes tops, maybe. I would probably increase the ad density in Gambit, and I would be in.
There's not enough ads shooting you?
Yeah.
The ads are powerful.
Increase the ad density.
Okay.
Yeah. Increase the ad density and I'd be in.
See, I think the ads are too powerful in Gambit. It's hard to just mow them down and get your moats and run. The yellow bars are freaking brutal.
They're too brutal, but they're not dense enough. I agree with Hazel on this.
More red bar?
If you run a Strike, especially one of the Battlegrounds ones, you're mowing down enemies constantly.
Constantly, yep. And I'll say that those are probably too long.
Yeah, they are. Because they're designed Strikes.
Exactly.
Sorry, again, I've derailed us.
That's
I
Right.
apologize.
No, Hazel asked the question.
No. Yeah, I asked the question just to see. I mean, so do you think Gambit is too long, Mr. Monkey?
Yep. 100%. Yeah.
It needs to be, it's the gating.
Yeah.
It's the gating.
And I think, personally, they've gone too far the other way. there's less time spent on the ads, which is the real fun part.
Right.
There's too much time on the primeval, which is the boring part. And you're constantly getting invaded or invading. And that is not the fun part if you're the one that's being invaded. That's the bit that they've got the balance wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know that makes me an armchair developer, but...
Well, I mean, we all are.
No, I mean, it makes sense to me completely. I mean, because that's my exact argument right there, is just that, to me, Gambit just takes way too damn long.
Yep. I agree. It's too long now, that's for sure. I just don't like the gating. It's so bad for the game.
I mean, I don't think the gating is too much of an issue. I mean, if the matches were shorter, the gating would be just fine.
But the games are longer because of the gating. See, they aren't. That's the one thing they changed.
No, it takes... I mean, to me, think about it though, Gatr. The matches would be shorter if they took less, if you gave more enemies and you went ahead and, so you figure you double the enemy count almost.
So you can get more motes, bank quicker.
More motes quicker. And then they have then you can be gated and be just fine.
I don't know. They really need to quit that gating stuff. It's so stupid. Let us give a strategy
or they need to make the boss
beefier.
Fight more interesting.
Yeah, or beefier.
Because any strike where the boss battle is gated, like Scarlet Keep this week, is a pain in the arse.
It is.
Because it's just boring. Because you just know you've got to tick it down to one bar, then you've got to do some shit, and then you've got to get it to another bar, and then you've got to do some more shit. Yeah. It's just boring.
Yeah, it is.
How much fun is it on the Nessus one, which name escapes me, Inverted Spire, where you can just pretty much melt the boss straight away?
But Bungie doesn't want you to be able to do that.
Yeah, fair enough. But that's the bit that's fun. How much fun is it when you've melted the boss in Inverted Spires and you're just emoting all the way down to the bottom?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like right now in the competitive playlist, you can pick up, you're not supposed to finish off champions right away or kill them all. You're supposed to do an emote and then you do it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, don't get me started.
What are you talking about?
That's
fun. Oh, I mean,
let's go for another hour on talking about that competitive playlist on being in there with blueberries and you're stood by the boss, you're emoting, you're saying, I'm going to finish it once it's finishable, and then some dickhead shoots it and it's like,
oh, completely.
Motherfucker.
Yep. Exactly.
Completely, yes. I mean, I had that same outburst last week, I think. But no, what I'm saying though is, that's the type of stuff that I appreciate, is them trying to not let people just burn through shit and that, like right now I joined an LFG, 175,000 plus, competitive thing. Don't kill the bosses right away. Some asshole is in here, even though he joined this, and is murdering everything.
Of course. Trolls.
Yeah, sorry about
that. It's not trolls. This is just somebody who's not aware.
Then don't join the group if it says don't kill the bosses right away. Does he not be able to read? Is that the problem?
That's harsh.
Well, I'm just saying. It says don't kill the bosses right. Is that in the description of the LFG?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's on you then. Whoever's killing the bosses too quick, it's on you. Reading's hard.
Completely, yes.
But
from Gatr, yeah.
That's the reason I don't LFG. I'll just get some friends together and we'll all talk about it.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is just that, it is frustrating when that happens, but when everybody is on the same page, it's just fine, And
I've had people say that LFGs are great, and they've had good experiences with them, but It seems like every LFG I join is terrible.
I've had good experiences too.
Yeah.
I mean, so you LFG a lot more than I do because I'm not brave enough to do it.
Yeah.
That's Hazel's thing.
Fucking dickhead.
Hazel likes to help people. That's why he LFGs. He likes to help. He's like Kingsley. He loves to help people, and it's a social game. Whereas Mr. Monkey, me, and I are more worried about making sure nothing's going to obstruct us from getting the bounty done efficiently.
I don't think that's the reason why Mr. Monkey doesn't do LFG, though.
You're intimidated that people may call you out, maybe?
He's intimidated, yeah. That's what he said.
100%. 100%. I've LFG'd a raid once, and it was the worst experience of my life.
I've had some bad ones. Really bad ones.
See, I did a vow in the LFG with people who've never done it before, and we did it in like just over 2 hours. And they had never done it before.
I've done it longer than that with Gatr.
Hey, now. Hey.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Thank you. I'll throw them up, you knock them out of the park.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
All right, everyone. Thanks for those questions. We appreciate everything you guys send our way. And that was a great segment. Great segment. A lot of good discussion tonight. I love this. Well, let's move on to our final segment of our show. Mr. Elmer Fudd, take it away.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
Thank you, Mr. Fudd. All right, this is the final segment of our show. This is where we pick our songs for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. Just a sample of what the two of us and our guest here like to listen to. And we invite you to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast Show Playlist on Spotify, and we have it in iTunes as well. For all you Apple folks out there, we have the links in our show description if you want to check it out and follow along. We now have 1,013 songs representing all of us and all of our past guests. It's, like I said, it's kind of a musical history of our show since we started in July of 2019. So kind of carrying on the tradition from the Dad's Tales guys. So, yeah. All right. Mr. Monkey, let's go with you first. What did you pick for tonight or today?
So I tried to pick two artists from where I live and also that I didn't think would have travelled much outside the UK. So the first artist I picked was Pulp and Common People from 1995. And the second artist I picked was Richard Hawley, who lives around the corner from me, who used to be part of Pulp. And I picked It's a Storm Coming from his, I think, 7th or 6th solo album. He's done 8 in total, probably my favourite artist. And the one that I mentioned earlier with my motto. Thank you.
What kind of music is this? Is it pop? Is it alt rock or?
I'll let you listen and decide.
Okay,
a little bit of both. So Pulp is on this probably pop. Hawley is psych rock, stroke rockabilly.
Okay,
but listen and tell me what you think.
All right, I will.
Thank you,
Hazel. What do you got, man, this week?
Yeah, I'm so sorry to have to do this, but so yeah, these two songs are have been on play or repeat here here in our house, and they're super like catchy songs that are just will make you claw your eyes out. So the first one is Wellerman, Sea Shanty. If you haven't heard this, I don't know where you've lived. But aside from that, the other one is Bones by Imagine Dragons.
I like Imagine Dragons. I know a lot of people don't, but I like that group. They've just got a good sound. Nice. I totally get it with your little one. I'm glad you guys play music though in the house. That's great.
Oh, we have music on more than we do TV shows.
I love it.
So
that's great, man. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a band from Long Beach, California. They formed in 2004. The members of all this band, they were going to Biola University, which is in La Mirada, California. Always been a favorite song of mine from theirs, and it's from their 2007 album, Robbers and Cowards. It's the song Hang Me Up to Dry, and the group is Cold War Kids. Good song. My second pick, I once heard this country music duo actually heard an employee playing it while we were riding in our truck one day going to a job, and I asked him, what the hell is this song? And he told me about him, and I first listened to the very first album. I thought the songs were stupid. I thought they were silly. And, but once I listened to him a few more times, I realized that this was actually a kind of a serious album and two serious dudes. So one of the singers was actually a bass player for Lone Star. I know it's a long running, for those who are not old like me, it's a long time running country band. But my mother-in-law actually has a cousin who is in the band, goes to all their concerts all the time. They met up in Nashville. The rest is history. The song I chose from them, I listened to way back in 2006. It's called Save a Horse from their very first album, Horse of a Different Color from 2004. It's Big Kenny and John Rich, aka Big and Rich. You may think it's an odd song at first, but I encourage you, just listen to the album. And I'm telling you, it's very catchy. You'll get hooked. I'm not a typical country music fan, but these guys, I don't know what it is about them, but they just know how to entertain. So, yep, those are my picks.
I went to a concert with them.
Did you really?
And they were the opening act, and it was Tim McGraw.
What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I mean, they put on a hell of a show back then, anyway.
I'm thinking back to my days of The Apprentice on TV. And I remember John Rich was actually the winner of one of the seasons of The Apprentice. He's very good with business. A lot more than I thought he was. Okay. Couple of announcements here. We have our question of the month. We have one more week, guys. One more week to answer this question. And here is our question for the month of May. Do you play PvP? If so, what do you hate about it? What do you love about it? And if you don't play PvP, what holds you back from doing it? And what would you want to change? What would you want Bungie to do or change to motivate you to play it? We need your answers by next Wednesday, the 25th of May, on episode 149. Hazel and I are going to read and play your answers to the question and randomly draw a name and award a $25 Amazon gift card. I'm just curious to see what answers we get. And by the way, mention your gamer tag so we know who you are. And again, to answer, just visit speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, no spaces, or our question of the month channel in our Discord. And what we're going to do is we're going to have two drawings. We're going to have a drawing generally for everyone, and we're going to have a separate drawing for a little podcast swag for anyone who leaves us a speak pipe. So if you leave us a speak pipe, you'll be entered into a second drawing for some podcast swag. Hazel, anything we need to shout out on your end?
Not too much, no. Scrims are finite for a little bit. Just because the new season's starting up. They'll be starting again, once everything kind of settles down with the new season and everything. But yeah, raid night probably could continue. I could see that happening. But yeah.
Maybe it'll be a dungeon night once the new season comes around.
That's the only thing I don't like about dungeons is that it takes,
3 people.
I don't know. It's only 3 people versus 6. So
that's true. Maybe get up.
Or you're looking to expand the raid night out now. The new raids are coming back into rotation, so there'll be a weekly raid.
True.
Oh,
that's right.
Shit.
Good point. Great.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's a good point. We're going to have a weekly rotator, right?
Yep.
I like it.
Sign me up for Vault Glass.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. We love those community scrim nights and community raid nights. They're a lot of fun. I try to make them when I can, but it's awesome. It's a great thing for our community and everyone in our community. Okay. Patron shout outs. Just want to mention we have a new Patreon member, Jealous, who is now another one of our raid boss patrons. Yeah. Jealous is part of the group.
Wow.
Love it. Thanks, Jealous. We appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you, Jealous.
So we have, I want to give a shout out to our Dungeon Champion patron, Scoot. And like I said, our Raid Boss patrons, basically NACL and Jealous, for their support. And a quick thank you to all of our Patreons out there.
Yes.
Patrons.
All of them.
I'll get this figured out eventually. Sorry, Sharp. A quick thank you to all our Patreon members out there. You know who you are. The support, like I said, goes right back into community, goes right back into our Speak Pipe service, all of our stuff that we do for the community. We just love this podcast. We love what we're doing. So thank you, all of you that listen. Thank you. And, if you think you received any value from our podcast today and are interested in supporting us, just check out patreon.com/support Guardian Downcast. You can join our patrons for less than a Twitch and YouTube subscription. And there's some cool benefits, special badge in our Discord, private Discord channel to chat in. No feet pics. Thank you. So thank you to all our awesome members. And we have a second Patreon episode coming out, this next week. So stay tuned to that. You're going to love it. Boys, I think that's a wrap. For our listeners out there, we have 147 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. So if you want to hear a specific interview, a specific guest, we usually put our featuring on our title, so you can easily go and find that out. So check out GuardianDowncast.com.
Guardian Down Gas.
I'm fading. The caffeine's worn off.
I'm fading.
The caffeine's worn off.
In the afternoon in the US.
It's 7:15 here, Gatr. You got a pass.
All right, thanks. So if you're especially finding out about us and you like what you hear, hey, tell a friend about us. That'd be awesome too. Mr. Monkey, had a great time, man. A lot of great conversation tonight. Thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm sorry if I interrupted a lot.
Oh, no, it was great.
Hazel's used to it. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
So,
at least when you interrupted, it was like on topic, not like 4 topics ahead of the show. So.
I might have been reminiscent a little tonight. Sorry about that. Today. Mr. Monkey, where can people find you, man?
On the Discord, Mr. Monkey, or you can follow me on Twitter at rwidowson. I think it is WIDDOWSON. Don't really post anything. Just tend to retweet crap. That's about it.
Thank you, sir. We really appreciate you coming on tonight. A lot of fun.
It's been my pleasure.
I'm just going to say tonight because I'm used to saying that. Hazel, where can people find you, man?
They can find me at Hazel NT anywhere and everywhere except for Twitch, where I am the Hazel NT. And I'm sorry if you're in the Discord because you're going to see me like pop up every now and then in there for Twitch because I'm going to try to get my shit figured out in Twitch because I do want to get it figured out because before you could hear me, but you couldn't hear everybody else. You could hear the game sound and you could hear everybody, but you couldn't hear me and just a variety of different things. So
yeah, I'm having that problem.
So yeah, I'm going to get my stuff figured out eventually. And so be on the lookout. So
very nice. All right. You can find me on Twitter at Todd the Gatr. Remember, that's Gatr. You can also find me on Steam and PS5 as Gatr, all caps, Gatr. Don't forget the underscores. And the same on YouTube. So check that out. We post our episodes there as well. If you want to listen to our podcast on YouTube, just another place to find us. And before we go, we don't have a Scum Desk Corner this week. But Uncle Scum Death.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, he wanted to send a message to everyone though. So, what's up, Uncle Scum Death?
Hello, and welcome to Scum Death's Corner. Unfortunately, I have to do this again. There won't be a corner this week because shit's gone down big time, and can't talk about it. It'll be all right, I'm sure. Yeah, there's not going to be a corner this week. It's not happening. I'm gutted because Mr. Monkey's on and I wanted to make something like really funny, but it's not the right time at the minute. So I'm sure I'll be back next week. Love you all. Just take care, all right? Love ya. Bye.
Well, Uncle Scumdeath, I hope everything's okay, brother. Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I hope so too.
Yeah, me too.
I was sad when I heard that. So hope you get everything sorted out. Really do.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, everyone. Continue to be safe out there. And more importantly, hey, take care of one another.
The weight of the world was on your shoulders, and still you triumphed. Marvelous.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled.
Bye.
Nice. I like it.
Somebody has something to say to you.
Hi.
Hi, Eddie. How are you?
Good.
You gonna say thank you for something? What you told me.
Thank you for the pictures.
You are more than welcome, Eddie. I'm going to London next week, so do you want me to try and get some more pictures?
Yes.
I will try my very best.
That's great.
But please don't tell. But please don't tell your dad to tell me off if I don't get some great pictures.
All right.
Bye, Eddie.
Not play Minecraft though.
Bye, Eddie.
Bye.
Give me Gator's version of Destiny Online with all the things in all the places.